what have we here? It's Scoutcast Matchday. Hello, FPL managers. Welcome to Game Week 11. It is Game Week 11, isn't it, Graham? It's Game Week 11, right?
It's flying, isn't it, Gianni? It is Game Week 11, mate.
How are you, mate?
Yes, very well. Ready for this Manchester derby. I think it's a great game to kickstart, well, the rest of the Saturday games, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Super big fixture. Super big fixture. I'm well excited, and there's loads in the chat already. Thank you all for joining. Harry, Skander, Manan. Good to see you all in the chat. I'm Gianni, if you don't know already. This is Fantasy Football Scout. This is the watch-along we do every week. That's right. We do one fixture we pick of the game week, and we usually go for the juiciest one. And that's often the early kickoff on a Saturday. And it's not always the juiciest fixture on paper, but it might be the one with the biggest FPL interest. Well, today's fixture is the biggest fixture, definitely of the weekend on football terms, but also FPL terms as well. The likes of Cancelo, Foden, Diaz, even still Ronaldo, highly owned players. So we've got loads going on. Hello, Nick in the chat, John, Frode, good to see you all. Thank you for joining us. It's going to be action-packed. I'm hoping for goals. And at 2 o'clock, Graham, my favourite part of the show is the team news for the 3 o'clock games. Because we've got Chelsea-Burnley. We all want to know about those wing-backs. Who's starting? Hopefully Reece, hopefully Chilwell, hopefully Havertz. We've got Brentford, we need to know. And Bummo, is he going to start? Tony, Crystal Palace, Wolves. You know, there's a few Jimenez and Hwang owners out there. It's an exciting time, the team news at 3, right?
Absolutely. Looking at that Tuchel tombola to see what it throws up. Hopefully not too much. But yeah, always a good chance to have a look at what players are going to get you points or whether your bench might have to come into play. It's that sort of time, isn't it?
Yeah. I wish my bench did come into play. My problem is my bench is, at the moment, when I wildcarded in Game Week 7, I don't know about you guys at home, I massively made an error by making Livramento my 5th defender and by only having one sort of bench fodder player, Brownhill, on my squad. And everyone's like, oh, that's fine, you need good squad. I never do good squads. I don't do big squads. I wrote about it in the book. I don't like having points on the bench. I hate the decision you have to make. I hate the benching dilemma. And at the moment, I'm always benching, it seems, like really good options. Last week, 24 points on my bench. The week I've not had Livramento's points for the last 6 game weeks. It's quite ridiculous. And again, last night, my second substitute, he's not even good enough to be my first sub, which is mental. Christensen's my first sub, Livramento second sub. What about you, Graham? Have you got Livramento, and was he on your bench or in your starting 11?
I started him this game week mainly because Creswell against Liverpool. I feel like Liverpool just going to keep scoring. Yep. Whether West Ham match him in that will be interesting as well. But yeah, Livramento managed to start, got the points, but I am on a -4 this game week. So it's kind of nice when you're on a -4 to get some points straight away kind of thing.
What was your -4?
It was Marcel to Lamptey for Brighton. So I'm hoping he sneaks in and gets off to a flyer, basically.
Yeah. So that was one of your moves. What was your other? Marcel out, Lamptey in.
Yeah, Lukaku to Kane.
You've gone Harry Kane early.
I have indeed. I think I might have just beaten the price rise. I'm not sure whether he did get to 0.2.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but yeah. Either way, we'll see if Conte can do anything there with Spurs.
Yeah, I think you. I mean, Son is the other, obviously the other option. I'm waiting a week. Son did go up in price the day before last. No clean sheet today, lads, says Eric. Kev says, got no one in the game, so if you want me, I'll be behind the sofa. Kev, what are you most worried about? Because I'm guessing Foden Hall is the scary thing for you. I'm surprised there's Foden's ownership still nowhere near as high as I think it should be. Let's have a look, shall we? How high do we reckon Foden's ownership is? I would take a guess. I mean, he was 0.7% when I bought him in game week 7, but I would say his ownership is probably 15% now.
That sounds good. FPL community-wise, that's probably about right.
Yeah, do you reckon? Would you go higher or lower than 15, Graham? I'm going to check now.
17.
So you reckon 17? Foden ownership. Oh, 14.6. Just lower.
Oh, you
Just
get it?
lower. I'm gutted at that. Honestly, I might have to sell him. My differential with that higher an ownership, I'm like, oh, there'll be another one. And I said last week, I think the next Foden, whilst I think Foden's an amazing asset, and I think you get points today, I think Gabriel Jesus, and I'm really excited to see him today. It's a really interesting lineup. Graham, I don't know if you can see the graphics, but I've been putting these together this morning, and off the back of team news, that's what I've come up with. I don't think it's a diamond in midfield. I'm going to change it. It doesn't look right. KDB false 9, I think it will be, which is why I put him deeper, but it doesn't look right there. So I'm going to put KDB as the centre forward. But other than that, I'm happy. So that will change in about 30 seconds' time. KDB is going to pop up a little bit, but let's go through them. United, De Gea, Bailly, Lindelof, Maguire. We know it's a back five. And with United, it is a back five. It's not really wing backs. These full backs won't be any more advanced than they usually are. Wan-Bissaka and Shaw either side. McTominay, Fred in the middle. Bruno is the 10, and then up front it'll be a front two of Greenwood and Ronaldo. By the way, guys, in the top right you'll see a 20% discount off for Hub. For Scout. Error. That isn't valid. My apologies. I was meant to take that down, and I haven't. I don't know how. And I'm not going to disturb Az on his day off. So please ignore the 20% off. It's still barely anything to subscribe for the year. So give it a go if you're not already a subscriber. Access to so much data. Right, let's look at that Man City back line. Ederson, Stones, Diaz. And then we have actually got fullbacks that will be way higher than United's fullbacks, despite them playing in a 4. Cancelo and Walker. Rodri sitting with Bernardo Silva and Gundogan. And then you've got Foden, De Bruyne and Jesus as your front three. That's exciting. I'm actually going to move Bernardo Silva and Gundogan up a line. I'm not happy with that either. But what do you reckon? What do you make of the lineup? Firstly, Graham with United.
United, Bailey coming in. I think he did all right the other night against Atalanta, having to come in. So he just needs games under his belt, really.
He was brilliant against Atalanta. I'd say he was man of the match for them. He was United's only good player. Well, only good defensive player, I thought.
And then McTominay and Fred trying to break up the creativity that Man City have in that midfield. Are they going to be able to do that? There's a lot of question marks around United at the moment, and both managers under pressure, but more so, I'd say Ole's under pressure. Probably a bit of frustration in there as well from Ronaldo's side of things. Kind of joined late on, didn't he? And we know he wants to be doing well. And then if other people are not putting their shift in, they'll get that look, to say you're not doing it. And then Man City, the interesting point for me in Man City is John Stones coming into that defence. He'd done so well last season for City, but he's not played for so long. Is he going to be a little bit rusty? Could he be caught out? That will be something to look at as well, Gianni.
Yeah, I always feel like there's an error in John Stones, which is harsh because last season he was amazing to the point where he kept Laporte, who's one of the league's best centre-backs, out of the team. So Pep clearly trusts him now. But yeah, I mean, it should be a fairly solid back line for City. Like, I do think no Cavani in the starting 11 helps City today. A front two of Cavani and Ronaldo, I thought, could give a few problems to John Stones with their sort of intelligent movement and stuff like that. But actually, I'm now thinking, if you're Stones and if you're Diaz, you'd probably rather play against Greenwood than Cavani. But it's going to be interesting to see Greenwood down the middle as well. Like, we've seen Greenwood right of a front three all season. Well, now we're going to see him in the middle down the middle with the two, him and Ronaldo. So, if you believe what the tabloids say, which I genuinely often don't, they say that Greenwood and Ronaldo don't get on. So that's going to be interesting. That apparently Greenwood won't pass to Ronaldo.
Do you know what? That is actually something I've picked up on in previous games. Wow. Yeah, I've picked up on that.
I read this on a headline the other day, and I couldn't believe it. But if you've actually noticed it without reading that.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed it, especially when I owned Ronaldo. I don't now, but when I did, I want him to score. So you're watching. every time Greenwood had the ball, Ronaldo in sort of like acres of space, obvious pass, it's Ronaldo, and Greenwood just really going it alone, but constantly going it alone. So yeah, I kind of agree with that. Tabloid's got something right, possibly for once.
Who's in the chat? Loads laughing at my little howler there 2 minutes ago. Looking for some commentary. Yeah, Graham will be bringing us commentary. If I'm ahead of him, I'll be throwing to him at times, knowing there's action coming up. But we don't know who's going to be ahead yet. We'll both be obviously watching on Sky Sports. John says he's starting to like Gianni more and more these days. John, what was it you didn't like before, mate? I noticed we haven't seen
the comments in.
Yeah, come on, mate. We're all friends here. You can tell me. I noticed we haven't seen that guy on Scoutcast that triple captained Alan St. Maximan. You mean Ed? He has done a couple of these watch-alongs, and he's still very keen to do them. But we can only have 2 on, so there's a bit of a rotation going on, you know. But if you like Ed's work, and Ed actually runs a sort of part-time business with me, we do something called Fantasy Football Festival, and we host festivals for the FPL community. And we also have a YouTube channel called the Fantasy Football Social. Check it out, subscribe. It's me and Ed. It's every week. And then come to our event if you want in London, 21st of January. What else have we got? Gianni drinking out the blender cup. My type of guy. Do you know what I mean, Romello? So this is the NutriBullet cup. I've made my morning smoothie. You can see all the old fruit stuck to it. And when I come in and do these streams, I'm like, just to show you how big it is, I'm always like, a glass isn't big enough. So this is like, I don't know, a pint and a half. So surely by half time, I'm going to need to run out to go to the loo. But at least it keeps me hydrated in the morning. James says he needs the clean sheet gone early. So James doesn't have any City cover at the back, Graham. Is that have you got City defence?
No,
Who have you got in today's game?
I have no one in this game. No, I moved off of Luke Shaw early. He's continued to be, yeah, good call indeed. Ronaldo, I moved off, but I do feel, to be fair to Ronaldo, that he will keep sort of ticking on with points.
Yeah.
But yeah, interested to see if he can get anything today.
I mean, he's got Watford next week, I think. That's a nice fixture after the break.
Very nice for him. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've got 2 players. Obviously, United. I'm not their biggest fans. I did have Greenwood a lot this season. I did get rid of Shaw quite early, and obviously I had Ronaldo for a bit and Bruno for a bit. I do have 2 City players. My boy Phil Foden, who I got at 0.7%. I love it. John, I'd like to see Greenwood and Ronaldo take each other on at Conkers. Gianni, in the past, I have a love-hate relationship with you. Italian cappuccino thing, etc. Cappuccino thing, I have no idea what you're on about. I mean, Italian thing, I've got plenty. I know exactly what you're on about. But, I was there in the Euros to support my country, which is Italy when it comes to football, I'm afraid, guys. And I know I upset a lot of England fans and I lost followers, and I was very happy doing that. I'd do it all over again because Italy absolutely blew England out the park. And I know the final was quite level, but when you look at the overall tournament, there was only one team that deserved to win that Euros, and it weren't Gareth's men that had the home advantage and the easy draw.
Fighting talk.
So
but you won it.
Say what you want about me, John, but if you go towards Italy and the annoyance of them being good at football, I will bite. So I've got Foden and Cancelo. Graham, am I going to get anything from Foden and Cancelo?
I think Foden's obviously more likely. He's looked very bright. I'd be interested to see how much De Bruyne plays him in today. And against Lindelof, I think, just on that side. So that's going to be... Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. See how far forward Cancelo can get.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously playing left back. Expect him in the middle. Do you know what? I'm loving this. I'm actually going to move Cancelo. I'm going to move him to a position that, like, you wouldn't think he'd be on paper. But I'm just going to move him up a line to left centre mid. Because honestly, like, he ain't going to play. Let's say this is City with the ball. We don't know who's going to play false 9. I think it's going to be... John, I've got a passport of Italy and England, just so you know. I've got dual nationality. That's right. I vote in Italy as well. I reckon it's going to be De Bruyne down the middle as the 9, false 9, and Foden wide left. And we have seen when Grealish doesn't play, Foden often does play on the left. So that's going to be an interesting one to monitor. And in the big games, some big Champions League games and Premier League games, last season especially, Pep's default was De Bruyne false 9, despite Foden playing there so well this season. Cancelo false 9, says Harry. Yeah, who knows? I've changed the graphics. You'll see there's no Rodri and Cancelo. They will pop up anytime soon, I think. Let's have a look. What have I done? No, I think they'll appear. We'll give them a minute. We're about a minute away from kickoff. Before we talk about predictions, let's talk a little bit about captaincy, because we had a question from Kev. Who have we captained this week? Graham, I'm guessing you're on Mo.
Yeah, Mo Salah, keep it safe. Overall ownership, you'll get hurt, you get burnt. Whether you've got Son or Kane as well, just having them in your team will help. But yeah, let's hope Salah delivers. I think it's at the last game of the game week.
Yeah. Nigel reckons Silva false 9. Interesting, Nigel. His best position, he said in the pre-match interview with Sky, is in the middle as like a number 8. He has only been playing that role so far this season. I know in years gone by, we've seen Bernardo Silva as a false 9. We've seen Gundogan as a false 9. Obviously, we've seen Jesus play 9 a lot. I still would be very surprised if it ain't De Bruyne. And if it ain't, I think it'll be Foden. Michael Oliver refereeing. Oh, no.
There we go.
Yeah. Maguire's had a bit of a fresh trim, as McTominay. My captain, by the way, guys, just so you all know, is Kai Havertz. No, it's not. My captain, I've gone boring.
Salah.
It's Mo. And at my transfer in, check this out. I've sold a guy that got 9 points last week. I've sold a guy that's one of my favourite FPL players to own. 6.5 million midfielder. Any guesses? Rafinha. I hate selling Rafinha. What was I thinking? Jota. The opportunity of bringing in Jota was far too good. Bobby Firmino out potentially up to 6 weeks. I want Jota for those 4, 5, 6 games where he is guaranteed. That to me is a gift. I haven't had kickoff yet. They're taking the knee as we speak, Graham. What about you?
Taking the knee.
Good stuff.
It's going to be interesting to see who's ahead.
I know. Kickoff.
Bernardo kicked off.
I reckon I'm a second ahead of you. Well, I only say that because last time I was 1 second ahead.
You was ahead last time, so surely it's logical you're ahead again. I don't know how that works.
It's funny.
Does it change?
It does change. Like when I did it with
does.
Seb, some weeks Seb was ahead, some weeks I was. But knowing you said kickoff, I think I saw it, the ball moved just before you. So I've got 23, 24, 25, 26.
28 here, 29.
Oh my God, we're on exactly the same, Graham.
Wow, that is epic. That's what you want.
That's exactly what we want. And do you know what? If I could stop, like let's say I was ahead, if I could stop and pause it for 3 seconds for you to catch, I would, but you can't do that on Now TV, which I'm watching on. So you just have to take what you can get. It's not like Match of the Day where you can when you watch it on iPlayer where you can press pause and the other one can catch up. So yeah, I'm 55, 56, 57. John Stones has the ball. He's just about to kick it long now. Not long, but
now I think he didn't go long though, did he?
No, he didn't go long. He was eyeing it up. He was eyeing up a long ball.
He was. He wants to make a good first impression back in the starting lineup.
The first thing I'm looking for, guys, is that City 11. Is that formation? It's hard to tell straight away, but what we can say is KDB and Bernardo Silva are both down the middle and high. It's definitely Foden left and it's definitely Jesus right. But expect that KDB, that Bilva, and that Gundogan channel to all be in the mix for that number 9 shirt. As that formation suggests, although, where's Rodri and Cancelo gone? Let's have a play. It doesn't like that, does it?
Well, Jesus trying to make early runs there. You can see that's definitely an instruction here for Stones to actually play that long ball, Gianni, like he went to do earlier.
Oh, so, really? I missed that.
Yeah, you can see Jesus just making them little dummy runs.
Cancelo's not been sent off, David. It's just my graphics. Bear with me.
Oh, De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva in the box, shoots. It's over.
Oh.
Bernardo coming to life. That's what he can do.
Yeah, and it was a ball out from Gundogan out wide. He finds KDB. Great little first touch from Bernardo Silva. Takes on Maguire. Maguire allows him to turn on his left foot to shoot. And yeah, straight in, straight over the bar. You'll see Cancelo has appeared on the graphics, but now okay, what's going on? Right, I'm changing this. I'm going to have to go a bit more boring with the graphics. Let's put them all in a line together.
As long as we know they're there.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want people thinking that they're actually sent off or whatever. So let's put them back in how I had it earlier. That should work.
Foden out on the left.
Yeah, Foden wide left. I mean, he's done so well as the 9. But I guess he just wants to shoot. He doesn't want to drop Gundogan or Bilva, and he has to play KDB in this big game. So the only way of fitting them all in is to go, well, Foden can make way left and the others can rotate in the 9 channel. And as we're looking at it now, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, KDB, they're all in and around that false 9 role. And it's Gabriel Jesus right who's going to cut in, Foden left. Man City barely lost possession. We're nearly 4 minutes in, and it's just been all City passing. And no big chances of note yet, but United struggling to get the ball. And I think this will be a sign of things to come, Graham. It's going to be keep ball exercise, isn't it, for City?
Definitely. I think both are going to try and keep the ball a bit, but Man United are going to have to play out from that midfield quick, which they've done here to Ronaldo out on the left. He's up against Kyle Walker, who's no slouch, and forces Ronaldo check back. Is Jesus late on him there?
Yeah, he wasn't. Ronaldo's gone down for a free kick, and I think he'll get it. I don't think he'll get a yellow card for that because it's in the first 5 minutes, but Jesus, definitely a heavy tackle.
Yeah, Michael Oliver is letting him off at the moment. We'll see.
Michael Oliver. So he was refereeing Dortmund in the week, Dortmund Ajax, Champions League Wednesday night, and he sent someone off. Can't remember who it was.
Yeah, was it
the worst
totally
thing.
The wrong decision?
It was so bad. And Michael Oliver was on the pitch, and maybe he didn't get a good view of it, but VAR definitely could have done. And they just didn't check. They just didn't go and check, and it's like, oh, they're refereeing like they are in the Premier League.
Shaw on the free kick here.
Go on, Graham, talk us through it.
Luke Shaw whips in, Maguire up and just wide there.
Ooh, clear header though.
Using his height advantage, Harry.
I mean, he just wins so many headers. They're often off target, but the guy wins everything in the air. And when you look at it, I think he's being marked. I mean, it is Diaz
coming in late on him, wasn't he? Actually, he was playing catch up.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the height advantage, and Diaz, Maguire's probably got an inch or two on Diaz, and you look at that City team in general, and it's a short team. It was Hummels, of course it was. It's a very short team, other than Diaz and Stones would be the only two are over 6 foot. It was Hummels, and what annoyed me about that red card was all the other referees in Europe and in their leagues back home will often go and check VAR for things like that. Like in Serie, I can't say for every league, but in Serie A, that's checked 100%. But Premier League referees tend not to check as much, and he's taken that into Europe and gone, oh, I'm not going to check. And it's like, oh, come on.
De Bruyne edge of the area, gets shots deflected wide. Wan-Bissaka just clears. Foden tries to get the ball, comes back to Bissaka again.
Wan-Bissaka in his gloves on this mild November morning. And Wan-Bissaka clears. And by the way, I know it's wing backs. Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka ain't playing wing backs. It is a solid back 5, which is probably the right thing to do. But there's going to be very little outballs. Ball comes in. Oh! Hey! Oh! I thought that was
so
Graham.
Close. Across the face of goal. Someone should have got a touch there.
It was Gundogan got so close to it.
In.
Cancelo assist.
Cancelo
was it a
cross.
Foden goal? Was it a Foden goal? Cancelo assist, or was it an Eric Bailly own goal? Oh my God, that was a brilliant start for me. I've got Cancelo, I've got Foden. What happened there, Graham?
Out of the blocks. Cancelo crossing in. I'm going to have to see a replay.
The camera's on Bailly. The camera is all on Bailly, which makes me think it's an own goal, unfortunately.
I think someone slid in there from the cross and unfortunately past De Gea. It's an own goal, isn't it?
Okay, they're doing Foden. Oh, it's Gundogan. This is the chance from earlier.
This is where it comes. Yeah.
Gundogan puts in Bernardo Silva, and Maguire does well to clear. And then we've got Cancelo with a ball in with his left foot. Oh,
yes.
It comes off by his shin,
It's
does
an
it?
own goal. Yes, it's an own goal. It's one of them crosses where it's not fully crossed in. Yeah, it was a good finish. De Gea had no chance there.
Wow, that was a chaotic minute of play, wasn't it, Graham?
It was very quick. Man City lead this Manchester derby then. So first blood to the citizens.
Yeah, nice. 8 minutes in. What was interesting there, though, Graham, is we're only 7 minutes in at the time, right? And Bernardo Silva could have easily scored a tap-in from 2 yards out. And within 30 seconds, the same thing, which is a ball wide, cross coming in, and United not dealing with it. And that is a common thing. Getting in behind them and crosses is definitely going to be the game plan today.
Yeah, no, exactly right, Gianni. Not dealing with it, and it has to be a lot better from United from a defensive point of view there.
I tell you what, Cancelo, he got 3 assists in the Champions League in the week. He was in my fan team Champions League team, and I saw City had conceded, and I was like, doesn't even matter because he's in my team for assists, and he doesn't really get them in the Premier League. And his expected assists, and check all these numbers out on the Scout members area. His XG and XA is always really high, but we don't always see the returns. But now we have seen one with Cancelo. What a ball that it was with his left foot. The guy is meant to be a right back. He's right-footed. What a delivery! I mean, if Bailly doesn't get there, you'd expect a City player to just that's it's easy for them. It's just on point.
Exactly what you want from your fullback. That crossing ability.
Yeah.
De Gea having smashed the ball clear.
ABJ said he thought I benched Cancelo. Why do you think that, ABJ? Was that because my team reveal video on Wednesday had him benched? I can't remember if it did.
Ronaldo's hurt.
Oh, yeah, he's holding his back. And look, Ronaldo should have a bad back because he's been doing a lot of lifting recently. He's been lifting Ollie and the boys up, right?
Okay, it's a fair point. That's a heavy load to bear, isn't it?
There has been a goal, James. It's 1-0. The graphics says so. So, yeah, there has been a goal. And it was an own goal from Eric Bailly, Cancelo assist. But back to me and Cancelo on my bench. He's in my starting 11. I actually benched Christensen. I do have Reece James. And I've benched Livramento with his 6 points. So, yeah, 4th assist there in 4 days. Good point in the chat there for Cancelo. 4 assists.
Cancelo down the left again now. Has to check back into midfield. Gundogan.
I might have to tweet that. Do you mind if I tweet that, Jangun? That's such a good... That's a really good point. It's just funny, isn't it?
It's good dribbling there by Bernardo Silva. No one can touch him there. Diaz, time and space. And Cancelo looking for the first time run of Bernardo Silva, but cut out by Maguire. Fred trying to mop up in the midfield. Good turn by Fernandes, caught late. Free kick to Man United.
Jane Anger 77, say now if you don't want me to steal it. Otherwise, I'll take your silence as, yes, go ahead and tweet it, Gianni. Exactly. If it goes viral, I'll credit you.
Yeah, get a little tag in there.
Yeah, let us know your Twitter handle in the thing and I'll credit you. If this ends 3 or 4-0, Graham.
Yeah.
Ollie out's going to be on, isn't it? Again.
It's going to be.
He's always one game away from it.
It's that sort of derby game as well. It hurts more. And it hurts more for the fans. It will add more pressure.
Yeah.
Foden having fun, dribbling out on the left, linking with Gundogan, who just gives it away to Wan-Bissaka and gives them the easy route out, but Fernandes spilling and then getting lucky against Foden. Man United playing their 1-2s out. Ronaldo to Fernandes, spreads the ball out to the left. Luke Shaw cannot get there, as has been the case all season. Jesus tackles, finds De Bruyne, head up. No, it's cut out there by McTominay. It's going to go for a throw.
Yeah. United are scarily deep. They
Yes,
are
they are.
very deep, and there is no outball because they are playing with one fewer attacking players. It's a back five, 28% possession for United, and the back five means you've got one fewer midfielders than you would usually have, which means there's one fewer options, and it's just not City. This is playing in City's hands in a way that they're so deep. This could be a cricket score.
Thank you, John Chapman, in the chat. Very kind words, sir.
Have
And
you thought
yeah,
about it professionally,
absolutely.
Graham?
No, I haven't thought about it professionally because I wouldn't know how to go about it, but it
No.
might be something to just look up and see as Foden's got the ball on the left. But yeah, going back to what you said, Gianni, about a cricket score, I think it could turn out that way, very much so.
Do you know
For
United
City.
tire as well? It's like it's really exhausting when you're chasing a game. Like being in possession, you run way less than you do when you're defending. When you're defending, you run more. So United are chasing shadows, and they're going to be very tired by the second half. Like if they continue to have 28% possession, and when they tire, more holes appear. When more holes appear, City get more chances. That back five is unbelievable. I've just taken a photo of my screen so I can post it, but it's just a solid wall. Like it's a solid back five. Like that's no wing backs.
First time ball by De Bruyne, and if
Ooh.
Foden managed to stretch that little bit more, it could have been 2-0. That's what we like to see KDB do.
Yeah.
Whip a ball in like that.
He was just a bit short, wasn't he? But that was Foden's ready to pounce there.
They needed an Edin Dzeko up top then, didn't they?
Yeah. Don't let anyone tell you City play, United play with wing backs.
Rodri out to the left. It's Cancelo. It's that asset. He's played the first time ball to Foden in the area, but it's against that Bailly. Foden has just come on leaps and bounds. What a joy! What a real talent he is.
Oh, unbelievable, isn't he? Like I think everyone thought this season might be his breakthrough.
Kick. Yeah.
He doesn't look too happy there, Graham.
No, he doesn't look too happy. He looks a bit frustrated. Maybe because, as you mentioned earlier, that 9 role he probably prefers.
Yeah, that 9 role suits him so well because he can play the tiki-taki, that close control, which is just what Pep wants him to do.
De Bruyne and Foden over the free kick. We know John Stones likes to get out. It's whipped in first time. It's cut out though by Bailly, who's doing well here. All the way back to Walker. De Bruyne all the way back there. Gets around the pitch.
He does. He always looks like he's knackered, De Bruyne, because he goes red cheeked very quickly. But you see, he covers the ground as well. You see him, he'll come deep for it. Wow, look at the action areas in the final third, the United attacking third, City defensive third, 7%. Foden versus Bailly, they're going for a little bit of ping pong there, but
that was a battle.
That was, and Bernardo Silva wins the ball, and City just keep possession for fun, and now John Stones will recycle. It will go back by the keeper. Did I get a Twitter handle? I completely missed that. Oh, Christ, I did. Let me have a look. Anger Jan, I'll credit you. I posted it already, but I can comment.
It's a shame you can't edit your comments on Twitter.
It's really annoying.
Especially when your phone auto-corrects and you get one letter wrong in a word. Foden's out on the left now against Wan-Bissaka. Can he find the area? He's got a cross in. It's deflected, but it's away by McTominay. Foden's still battling for it and ends up fouling Bruno Fernandes there. But I think it's just a throw. Oliver not interested to Fernandes's frustration there.
Yeah, I get why you can't edit a comment though, because imagine if you could edit a tweet, like a
Yeah,
post, and then loads of people liked it, and then you change the opinion of it, or like be like, I didn't like that. You've completely.
It'd be awful.
De Bruyne's got a bit of space in the middle of the
That's
park.
what I thought. I thought that as well, Gianni. I thought open up, and shoot.
He could have gone a couple of extra yards there and taken Fred on, and he didn't. He sort of checked, but I thought if he'd have found himself 20 yards out with a clear shot, ball in. Oh, it's De Bruyne with the ball in and Bailly with the clearance, and there the number 9 in the box was Gundogan. Like Gundogan and Bernardo Silva just taking it in turns as the 9. And KDB's finding himself in that channel as well. It's so interchangeable. It's unreal. Brilliant.
Gundogan now is trying to find space out to Bernardo, who checks inside Fred, finds past De Bruyne. De Bruyne opens it up, but Foden didn't quite make the run.
Wasn't quite on the level, was he?
No. Would have been a peach of a ball, though, that's for sure.
If ever there are two players that are on the same football intelligence level, it often is De Bruyne and Foden, because they play the game in very similar ways. But the ball KDB wanted to play there was the right option, but Foden just didn't make the run. If Foden makes the run, he scores.
Thinking, I play that ball.
Felix, we might be a tad delayed. That when these streams go out, we don't see like what I'm saying to you right now. You're going to see in 20 seconds time. Weird. Although you would have seen it, so it won't make sense. But there's like a 20-second lag. Plus, when you're streaming the football through Sky or Now TV as we are, you also get a little bit of a lag. So sometimes we might be 30 seconds behind you. However, we didn't see anything in the chat about the goal, and we saw it live. So we're not that far behind at all. So there you go.
Yeah, absolutely. The joys of streaming. You're always that bit behind.
Yeah. Bruno's taken a knock or two in this game. He's hobbling around. He's the sort of player that will hobble around and then still run for 90, though. He'll just give his all, Bruno, all the time. And he probably often does play with knocks because he does get kicked a lot.
Oh, he keeps getting knocks. As you said that, Gianni.
He gets another one now.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he's been targeted. Maybe that's a game plan of City's. Like we saw in the week against Atalanta, Bruno was very good, very creative. He's obviously playing a little bit deeper with two forwards ahead of him. Down the middle.
Cutting his creativity out as a tactic.
Yeah, and actually Atalanta second half moved Martin
Gundogan releases De Bruyne. He's got... he slipped open.
Oh, it was 4-on-5 there for a minute.
If he didn't slip, he's opened it up there for sure.
So, Darun moved for Atalanta at half-time to do a man-marking job on Bruno, and Gasperini went, Atalanta manager, we need a man-marker here. And it worked. Cut the supply lines. And Atalanta were really unlucky not to win that football match. Ronaldo in the last minute doing what Ronaldo does in the last minute. That's twice now he's put Atalanta to the sword.
Oh, well won there by Maguire.
Was that
Ronaldo
well won?
Bearing down on goal.
That looked like a foul to me.
He's got Walker to beat. Ronaldo's
offside.
Oh, is it?
I think it's offside, or it's a foul from Maguire, but it's been pulled up. And Ronaldo kicks the ball away there, he should get a booking for that, but he won't because it's Ronaldo.
Yeah, he was frustrated when he kicked that ball. Yeah, they used to be easy bookings back in the day when players kick the ball away. They don't seem to do it as much now.
I mean, Ronaldo's done a few things in recent weeks which makes me think he should have yellows or second yellows for. Oh, that's definitely a foul by Maguire. That's a yellow. Hacks down the Achilles of
De
Bruyne. Was a free kick given or was an offside given?
Rodri into De Bruyne again. The free kick, I think, was given. They've taken it quick. Jesus and De Bruyne linking up. De Bruyne's first time ball is cut out by Maguire. That was delicious, that ball. But they come again. De Bruyne out wide. And City start again with Walker. All the way back to Diaz. Cancelo, first time ball, but Wan-Bissaka's just cut it out. But Wan-Bissaka comes forward. Fernandes.
It's the first time we've seen Wan-Bissaka get forward, but there's just not enough numbers to support him. So he is the wing back. He should be the outball, and he's just got, loses possession to Cancelo.
Yes, he's beating his man as well. He's beating McTominay. He's got acres of space. He's got more space than Nasser. Oh, he's crossed him. De Bruyne's followed too. Crosses again. Cut out. Corner to Man City.
Cancelo just had to pick the ball there, and he did everything right. Everything right. but he doesn't find the pass.
No, I tell you what, it's a pass away from another Man City goal, I think, here, Gianni. There's been a few cut out by Maguire over on the left, and then they're coming over this side now. It's Foden on the corner.
Yeah, Foden on set pieces. Very nice to see. Left foot, outswinger.
Lindelof, was it?
Oh, I think it was. Yeah, it was Lindelof. Good spot.
I always get them muddled up.
Yeah, good spot. It was Lindelof, who's been playing fairly well recently, considering it's been so poor in the back line.
Morale counts for a lot, doesn't it? Confidence, you know.
Flat back 5, yeah, really is.
22 minutes in, Man City 1, Manchester United 0. Oh, thank you. Yeah, enthusiasm is key. I suppose it's the same with anything. If you enjoy it, you put your all into it, don't you? You know? Ole does not look happy at all. I think he knows the inevitable could be to come. How long will he have? How long will he get? And
I think he's gonna get all season, which is ridiculous. I think they made the decision when they knew Conte was going Spurs. It doesn't matter because we're giving him all season. Otherwise, they surely wouldn't have let Conte go Spurs. Don't know.
What if they lost that game though, United, and Conte went there? You know?
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka now. Fred. McTominay into Bailey. Or is it Bailly, should I say? Plays a nice ball.
Eric Bailly.
Wan-Bissaka.
Oh, it's a poor ball.
It was very poor.
Cleared. Although this is the first time we've seen United with a bit of possession, so this is positive for United. The United fans will want to see this. This is at home. This is at Old Trafford. Heavy tackle from Bernardo Silva on Maguire, who stays down. He's trying to get him booked, Maguire. He's not going to get a yellow card for that, especially after what Maguire just did to KDB 5 minutes ago and didn't get booked. I think Maguire gets the free kick, United in possession, but it's the first time United have kept possession for 60 seconds. Bailly's bringing it out really nicely. Finds Greenwood. Greenwood out wide to Wan-Bissaka. Now, this is where we see the wing backs. We need to see cross and good delivery from there from Wan-Bissaka, but no, he checks and he goes back. Maguire now has the ball.
Wow, getting involved up the top there for United.
Yeah, Maguire stayed up, hasn't he?
Yeah. Ronaldo shot on target.
Gosh.
Ederson equal to it though.
Good save from Ederson. And the first time United have commit numbers, the centre-back Maguire stays up there. Shaw is wide. It's a really good volley from Ronaldo. Hits it clean on his left foot. It's not a comfortable save for Ederson, but you'd expect him to save it. It actually comes off Ronaldo's shin. Ederson saves it, but he parries it back towards Greenwood. Ederson should be parrying that really wide. And Greenwood actually could have had a tap in, but just didn't react fast enough. Hard one to react to.
Exactly right. Goalkeepers should always parry the ball away and not into an opposition player or dangerous area.
Yeah.
It was lucky, really.
He was, and it's definitely a save you expect him to make. It's not far across him. But Ronaldo doing what Ronaldo does, working the keeper, getting a shot away. He, by hook or by crook, he scores goals and creates a huge amount of shots. And that's because he's just so clinical in front of goal, right? How many players there on their weaker foot, on the volley from across that's a bit behind them, produce a shot on target? Very few.
Exactly. It's a bit like a goalkeeper when he has nothing to do all game and then finally a shot that he has to react to. You need him to be able to do that even though he's not been involved all game. And that's sort of what Ronaldo does in a striker's instinct sense. You know, he's able to pull that out of the bag for United and be the only real positive for them at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ronaldo playing on the shoulder there.
I'm going to have to close my blind in a minute. Hang on a sec, team. I'm just going to close my blind because I am blinded by the sun.
Nothing worse than sun in your eye. Unless if he's in the points, obviously. De Bruyne now opening up. He's got a runner. He doesn't go to him, though. Jesus has mucked it up. Gives the ball away to Luke Shaw. Maguire, first time ball given away to Diaz. Diaz all the way back to Edison. City just taking their time here at the back. There's no real runners going at them from United. Where's... Oh, it's the first time ball. Phil Foden.
Go on, Foden.
Acres of space. He's made the box. He looks up. He's got to the edges. Kevin De Bruyne saved by De Gea. Jesus on the follow-up. And a great double save by David De Gea. How did that not go in? The Spanish goalkeeper. Wow.
I completely missed that. My internet went, or my stream went, as Foden was breaking loose on the left. So he got the ball in, and KDB should score, should he?
Yeah, acres of space. He pulls it right back to De Bruyne, and it's actually Luke Shaw who blocks the first attempt. De Gea, not a double save, but does save on the follow-up shot from Jesus. De Gea screaming at his defence. It's a corner to Man City. That was a big chance. Foden had so much space. Edge of the area. De Bruyne plays to the edge of the area. The other side. Cancelo shoots. Oh, De Gea saves.
Oh, how am I missing this?
You need to see this. This is when it's your FPL asset that's shooting. Oh, my. Cancelo, what a shot. De Gea, it's another corner to Man City. Pressure building now here at Old Trafford. I think the Red Devils fork is bent today because it's not doing its job in attack. But Man City on the edge. Cancelo this time over the bar. He went for the volley.
What's happening? Come on now, TV. Produce the goods.
Nothing worse when Now TV doesn't load, though, is there? Oh, good touch there, but it is away by United, and then it comes back again, as has been the case most of his first half. 30 minutes in now.
I've got a black screen.
Really? Try reloading it, possibly. You probably have.
Yeah, I am at the moment. Come on. Oh, no, that's a trailer. Right. My TV.
Cancelo looking nice and involved. If you are FPL owners of Cancelo, then I'd say it's a good move so far. Definitely looking well worth his value with an assist so far. Oh, crunching tackle there by Diaz. No messing. Straight in there on Greenwood. Now it's Gundogan. He's got an option left. Foden again in that space. Wan-Bissaka finally getting across. Foden crossed in by Bernardo. Just away by Lindelof. Jump in by Greenwood. Good header. Out on the left now. Bernardo Silva. 1-2 with Foden. Foden goes. Wan-Bissaka sliding in there, no messing.
Wins the ball, does he?
He did win the ball, yeah.
Come on, Foden.
Cancelo with the throw. Gianni needing an assist here. Imagine.
I mean, it sounds like I could have easily had a Cancelo goal not long ago.
Wow, what an effort.
Was it from range?
It was. It's from outside the area. Yeah. Not top corner territory, but it's still top of the goal.
Yeah.
Just from centre on the right, and De Gea managing to get a strong hand to it. Jesus now. Dummies the shot, goes out to Walker. Walker looking for options. De Bruyne makes a run, but he doesn't use him. Now he does. Out on the right, in De Bruyne back in field. Stones joining in with Rodrigo here. Oh, tackled there by Fred, but he doesn't manage to keep the ball under his spell. Man City out to the left. Cancelo on the left. Has a first-time ball to Foden. Foden in his favourite place. The area crosses. Oh, it's nearly an own goal from Lindelof. De Gea reacts.
Oh my God.
With his feet so quick. Ronaldo back helping out. He's seen enough. But City scrapping for the ball now. Foden has it on the left. He's got Fernandes chopping in there. Fernandes wins the ball. Sets United off. Greenwood draws the foul from Diaz. Free kick.
So we could have had another City goal there by the sounds of it, Graham, and it would have been a Foden assist, would it?
It would have indeed. Foden getting so much room over on that left. It's ridiculous. Makes the area time and time again. Wan-Bissaka.
Oh, I'm in.
You're in.
I mean, I think I've got a replay of it.
Yes.
It goes out to Foden, who just beats Wan-Bissaka for fun. What a ball across the goal. There's no City player there, but Lindelof puts a boot out. Oh, David De Gea saving with his legs. Just what he does, isn't it?
Jesus in the area. De Bruyne shoots. Oh, saved by De Gea. Tipped wide. Corner to Man City. It is all Man City here.
This is
all
ridiculous.
Man City.
How many saves? Let's have a look on the app. Has David De Gea made?
Gianni, you've reminded me. I completely forgot. I benched De Gea this game week. Yes, he's conceded, but the amount of saves is now clocking up. And Ben Foster coming in. I hope I don't live to regret that little move. Not much between Foster and De Gea, mind.
Absolutely
Foden corner.
crazy.
Oh, it's fallen here, but he's left it. Oh, who shot that? I cannot tell.
Oh, falls to Jesus. Falls to Rodri. Ball in. Oh, gets down quick, De Gea there. Someone tried sticking a leg out at it, and if they connected, it's a goal. It was Cancelo with the shot. Was it Cancelo?
I think Cancelo. I thought Cancelo because of the yellow boots.
My Now TV is all blurry, so I can't see.
Oh, no.
It's half there and half not. It's just so blurry. It's like watching an illegal stream from like 98.
I think I didn't click that it probably was Cancelo because he's over on the right and you're so used to him being on the left. But it was Cancelo, yellow boots, 27. Play with Foden again. First time ball. Bernardo. First time ball into Foden's in the area. Oh, Wan-Bissaka. Great tackle. And then Fred tries to get it away. Bernardo, first time touch the ball and he's got space. Turns inside of Fred. Plays out to the left now. Cancelo. Foden again. And he plays the first side ball. Jesus in the area, but Bailly there. And it's a Man City corner.
Great play from City. They're just going from left to right. They're playing with United along the 18-yard box. Short 5-yard passes, one side to the other. They wait for the gap. When there's a gap, they'll put the ball in behind the back line. And the ball behind is usually out wide. And then the plan is Jesus or Foden gets in behind all the wing-backs. And then it's a cross.
All day long.
And that's where we saw the goal coming from. That's where we've seen so many chances. City have had so many corners. We'll get the numbers for you in a minute. I'm going to use my phone so I don't slow my laptop down too much. But it's another outswinging corner going to come in from Foden. And I've lost count of the amount of times we've seen this.
James Morgan. Blooming David De Gea.
Yeah. So far, United have had 33% possession. Man City have had 9 shots to United's 3. Corners 5, and I think they've all been from that side. United, no corners.
Cancelo down the left again. First time ball. It's a lovely ball. Gundogan gets his head up, crosses, and just cut out by Maguire.
Nuclear Atom saying if it wasn't for De Gea, it would be 3-0. Yeah, I think it'd be 5.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. Opening up Man United so easy.
The only way I can see United getting into this game is if they change system. They need to get it's strange because you look at it and go, they need an extra body in midfield. But to do that, you need to take away one of your back five. It's a dangerous game. And I guess as long as it's 1-0, Ollie stays as it is. If City score again, his hand might be forced to change things. But for as long as it's 1-0, when you've got United's players like Bruno and Ronaldo and Greenwood in the team, they've always got a chance to score because they don't need many chances. Like Ronaldo doesn't need chance after chance. We've seen that. Atalanta know that. As long as it's 1-0, Ollie will still be, in a strange way, happy.
Yeah, rather than being absolutely spanked or hammered by lots of goals, he probably would be. And like you say, if he did switch and put an extra man in midfield, they could be exposed even more at the back, even though they would attempt to own the midfield. But they're not going to do that against City, are they?
Yeah.
Do you like the new Premier League ball?
Oh, I love it. It's a cartoon style, isn't it? Never seen one like that before.
I think it's about £125 to buy.
Yeah, will they be doing the cheap version though? Because all the balls are like that sort of price, but then you get like the 20 quid version that's not as good but looks the same that you can buy in like the standard sports shops.
That will do me.
Exactly, yeah.
For kicking something about,
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva inside and out of Fred is tackled by McTominay though. McTominay turning out to the left. He's got Rodrigo biting at him. Bernardo Silva wins the ball. Fred's got possession now. And now Bernardo Silva comes back and it's a free kick to Man United.
I know why
Silva not happy.
I've been on the wrong Wi-Fi network.
Oh, have you?
Now I'm on. Right, okay. I'm back on in the Wi-Fi router that's right next to me and I've connected to that one.
That will probably put you ahead now. You never know.
Well, maybe. I'm 3902.
Yeah, you're the same as me then.
I'll take it. Fred and McTominay just barely getting the ball. Like, if it's so few touches for what should be like, DMs. Wan-Bissaka now is it on the right.
Yeah.
He's going to take on Foden and beat him. But then again, the delivery, you're just not going to get that delivery from Wan-Bissaka. And it's a big issue. If you're going to play with wing-backs, you need wing-backs. And Wan-Bissaka, good God, he ain't a wing-back. Bruno with the ball in the middle. Finds Wan-Bissaka, who puts in Ronaldo. It's not a bad pass. Shot! Save.
I thought it was going to go through Edison's legs for a minute.
That's what we're talking about, though. They only need one. They can cut City open. They're still in this game, and for as long as it's 1-0.
Exactly, and Ronaldo's the one that will take a chance.
Oh, he's off. He is well off, isn't he?
Yeah.
But nevertheless, poor positional play there from his fellow countryman Diaz. City always look vulnerable when a team commits numbers against them like that. For as good as they are at the back, and the reason they are so good at the back isn't because they're amazing at defending, it's because they have the ball so much. Teams cannot get the ball off them, therefore they produce fewer shots against them because City are the best possession team in the league.
I was just thinking Mr. Cancelo going down the left again with Foden because that's been a big theme in this first half. But they're over on the right now. KDB just checks his side, plays a nice ball to Walker, just keeping it simple here. Back over to the left. And Cancelo gets his head up again. Guess who's there? It's Phil Foden. Approaching the first half now.
The left side for Man City is where all the dangers come from, isn't it? We've seen all the corners coming from that corner flag because all the play's been going down there. And that's because of Cancelo and Foden. Like, arguably City's two best players so far as Cancelo just kicks the ball out, the only bad thing he's done. But Cancelo and Foden have just been completely running the show. And is that because that's where City's strengths lay, or is it because they see a weakness in Wan-Bissaka and they're targeting him and they're targeting Bailly, the right centre-back?
Yeah, I think the weakness definitely in Wan-Bissaka, luring him out a little bit because he does like to slide in. He can do good tackles that, but they're luring him out and they're just getting him behind all day long.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Wan-Bissaka, if you put him on as a one-on-one defender, he's as good
Yeah.
as you see. He's brilliant, but that's not what he's
Absolutely.
having to do today. He's got an overload against him. He's having to get forward as a wing-back. And he looks at his depth, quite frankly, as a wing-back. I know he just put the ball through there to Ronaldo, which did create a chance. Fair play. That was a nice phase of play. And it's not a cold day, and he's wearing gloves, so I don't like him anyway. Ronaldo and Greenwood, it's like being back at primary school. No, stop it. I want to score. No, I don't. You don't. Yeah, I see what you mean. Oh, De Gea tries to save the corner there, doesn't he? What was that?
Spins
a pass
off
back
his
then?
glove.
Was that a pass back?
I think it was a through ball.
Okay, this is why it must have been going out for. Must have taken a deflection en route for it to be going out for a corner. Manan says De Gea looks like 6 saves. Yeah, I mean, De Gea is going to be in and amongst the bonus points, even with conceding a goal.
Foden corner here as the rain lashes down at Old Trafford. Whipped in. Oh, just missed the head.
Inches away from, I think it was Diaz who was coming in. Foden, brilliant set piece. Rodri with the ball in. Oh, it's cleared by Eric Bailly, who has done his fair share of clearances, Eric Bailly. He's looked good.
Ronaldo's been gifted possession there.
Cancelo
gives it away.
Ronaldo just didn't have the support there, did he?
No one there. No one.
Cahill says, you got to respect Eric Bailly, the only player that could score against De Gea. Fair point. And Kev says it is cold up north, and Kev's not too far from Manchester. It's a wet, cold day, I'm sure. But I don't know. I don't want to see players wearing gloves until January.
No, especially goalkeepers.
So City haven't had a chance for the last 5 minutes. That's been quite a rarity. We've not seen a De Gea save for 5 minutes. And we have seen an Edison save. So, if it goes 1-0 down, Ollie will take that. Having seen how poor his side have been, he'll take that. There might be boos around Old Trafford at half-time. I wouldn't be surprised when this whistle goes if there's a bit of a reaction from the United fans. They will not be happy. And that's because they've just watched their City rivals absolutely dominate them for the best part of 45 minutes. Oh, looks like we may have had action. My eyes are off the chat. Come on. Let this be Foden or Cancelo. Or maybe it's just a chance. I don't know.
It's over to the right now.
Go on, Graham.
Walker, first time ball into Gundogan. Gundogan gets his head up. Plays out wide into Bernardo Silva. Checks inside. He can see the long balls over to the left. Mr. Cancelo whips the ball in first time. Stretching. He's there.
Oh, my God. Is that
Bernardo Silva?
Is that an own goal? Is that an own goal from David De Gea? Because Bernardo Silva gets there, but it goes off. It's almost like Bernardo cannot score from that angle, can he?
No, he can get the touch. He can get it on target, but De Gea, surely, he's right there. He must have touched it.
Well, that's the thing.
You can't be there and not.
If he can get it on target, though, Graham, then it's a Bernardo goal. But I don't know if he can get it on target from that angle. Is he trying to put it back?
Cancelo assists, Gianni. You must be in heaven right now.
If it's a Cancelo, if it's not an own goal from De Gea. If it's an own goal from De Gea, it's a Bernardo Silva assist. So let's see.
Good point. But Cancelo, what a game and what a ball that is. And onside, Bailly is playing Foden onside. And what a stretch.
It is a goal. It is a Bernardo goal.
It's a stretching finish.
What a finish that is. It's on target for sure. You called it, Graham, earlier.
Whoa.
De Gea should save that, but we can't dig De Gea out in this game of football.
No.
He's been so good.
He's had to mop up everything he could possibly manage to. Eventually it always comes a time, and there's his frustration. 1 minute added on. There we go. Mike Oliver should blow his whistle for half time. Man City 2-0, getting that sucker punch goal, but obviously deserved.
Luke Shaw, by the way, on that back stick.
Gundogan's got space, but he's just giving it away there. Surely blows the whistle now.
Kev, by the way, I love that in the chat. You can do that again, will you, to us, Kev? It makes it actually more fun. We like knowing there's been a goal, but it's better knowing it's better not knowing who scored. So that was brilliant.
That's true.
Luke Shaw at the back stick there, Graham. Bernardo Silva doesn't give it up. Just doesn't give it up.
No, fully stretching, full commitment, just amazing. Great commitment, great desire to get there, gets there, and City 2-0 up. Perfect.
2-0, James. It is 2-0. The goals have been scored by Bernardo Silva and Eric Bailly. 2 assists from Cancelo. You'll see the bonus points on screen as they stand. Cancelo on for 3. He's gold. In silver, we've got Bernardo Silva, who's just behind him on, I think, 2 BPS. 27 Bernardo, 3 BPS above Cancelo. Updated. And then Walker on for 1 bonus point. David De Gea has made 5 saves, FPL have given him. So there you go, James. It's looking good for City. If you're not watching, 2-0 was absolutely the fair result, isn't it, Graham, so far?
Absolutely. City dominated. Man United have not got an answer for it. Ricky Lomas in the chat, 5 assists in 4 days now for Cancelo. Not bad at all, eh?
I'm tweeting that as we speak.
Yes.
Thanks, Ricky. I was tweeting that already, I promise. I'm putting my phone back onto Wi-Fi because I went off Wi-Fi because of my laptop.
My God, Cancelo is a beast, Nuclear Atom's saying.
He is a beast. And there were loads that were looking at benching him, myself included. I was between Livramento and Cancelo. Well, I'm pleased I went Cancelo now.
Absolutely. Brilliant, mate. Brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pop to the toilet quick at half time and I'll be back.
What do we reckon, guys? Fair result so far? Ollie out. Were there boos? For those watching on TV, were there boos? Old Trafford? That Conte appointment, it's looking better by the day, isn't it, for Spurs? When you see Ollie up against it, I can only think that maybe they didn't want him. Maybe United went, we want Ten Hag and we're going to wait till the end of the season. I don't know. How's Jesus not scoring the last 3 matches, says JB. I feel your pain, brother. I feel your pain. I love Jesus. I think he's underrated. Especially, I love him this season. Yeah. Spurs won by losing to United. It's a good point, James. No boos at Old Trafford.
No boos.
Apparently so. But there's plenty of time for that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. If they get a couple more goals, absolutely, there'll be boos.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Foden getting an attacking return so far.
Yeah, the amount of space he's had in that first half, time and time again. And it is Cancelo giving him that space, playing that ball through to him. If he could, you'd get more assists then. Yeah. Could we be on for a hat-trick of assists for Cancelo in the second half?
Got a hat-trick of assists on Wednesday night in the league. Let's turn our attention away from Old Trafford for a minute. As good as it's been, there are other games of football today. So, look, Brentford-Norwich is a big game. Ivan Toney is someone that loads of people have actually, maybe more casuals, maybe not those watching today. Let us know in the chat if anyone in the chat has captained anyone that's not Salah. But I've got a mate, one of my best mates, that's captained Ivan Toney. And it is a bit of fun for him. But Tony's had 4 price rises in 4 weeks. Off 4 blanks. Why are people going for Toney? It's purely fixture-led, I get it. And look, I've gone for Toney. I think he's going to score against Norwich. I think it's a good option. But I can't believe quite so many have gone there. His ownership's close to 30%, I think. Have you got Toney, Graham?
I've got Mbeumo.
You got Mbeumo. And you confident he starts and you confident Brentford win today?
I think he was a great player beginning of the season for him. Got that little injury. Didn't play last game. Hopefully, he's up to speed now.
Never know with hamstrings, but he was apparently fit last game, just not quite fit enough to start. He was on the bench, wasn't he?
Yeah, exactly. So made a recovery. Thomas Frank obviously thinking, you know what, let's not risk him just yet, which is sensible. You need to keep your key players fresh, and hopefully he gets a start today.
Kev Mack, you're doubling down, aren't you? You're doubling down, baby. Kev went Aubameyang captain 2-3 weeks ago when everyone else went Salah, and Salah got his 24 points. I went Havertz that week. It killed me. It killed Kev. But he's doubled down. He's gone back to Aubameyang, who plays Watford. I like the shout, not going to lie. Razor has gone Son captain. I like that shout as well.
Yeah, I've seen a few of them.
Everton look like the weakest team at the back at the moment. They conceded 5 to Watford. They could have conceded 5 to Wolves. I've gone safe with Salah. But yeah, good to see a few differential captains there. Did anyone bench Cancelo in the chat? Good question, Darshan, because I reckon there probably would have been a couple. Anyone looking at Jota after the Firmino injury? Yes, Paul. And I moved on it. I've sold Rafinha, who I absolutely love, but I've gone early. I like to go early. Sometimes they're wrong. Like I went early on Torres. That was a bad call this season. I went early on Havertz. Maybe that was a bad call. We'll find out today. But Foden worked for me, and I'm hoping Jota does. So yeah, Brentford, Norwich, Graham and I both think Brentford might win that football match. And let's hope Mbomo and Tony deliver for us, because most of us watching today have got one, if not both of those. Chelsea-Burnley's a big game.
Oh, I need Mount to make that game despite his dentistry problems.
It's funny because Christensen had dental issues a couple of weeks ago, and now... Oh, I've just seen a replay of that goal. Luke Shaw, your defending is disgraceful. And Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka's getting picked out. Wan-Bissaka doesn't close the ball down for Cancelo. He just lets him cross. And then Luke Shaw...
switches off.
Bernardo Silva doesn't give it up. So why does Luke Shaw give it up?
You have to see the ball out to the very end, don't you?
That's really bad. I regret benching Diaz. Yeah, although the thing is with Diaz, right? You got a 6-point ceiling. Might get some bonus points, but standard points, you go 6, right? Someone like Cancelo, the ceiling's so much higher. I sold Diaz last week, and even with the 6 points, go Livramento if you want your standard 6 points. Like I think Diaz is perhaps a little bit too expensive. Is that mate who captain Tony Ed by any chance? Haha, no Delia. Ed is not one of my... He's a very good mate, but no, this is my best man at my wedding. When I said best friend, I mean it, proper Bezza. And yeah, he is a casual. Ed is also a casual, however, so I see where you come from there. But yeah, going back to Chelsea, Graham, you need Mount. Have you got any Chelsea defenders?
Rudiger, Mr. Reliable.
So he will. At least you know he's starting, right? You got no heartache with that one. When we see those teams at 2:00. You're going to be going, I mean, Mount will be benched or he will start. He'll be in the squad. We know that. And he's probably going to feature. We know that. So if you're thinking, please don't get 10 minutes at the end and 1 point. Oh.
Exactly. If you're thinking, if you do get 10 minutes, instant impact, just do something.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's a
1 point.
Could have started someone else.
I'm confident on Havertz, who I've got. I think he's guaranteed to start because there's no other 9s that can play 9. There's, Werner out. Lukaku's still out. They're both out till after the international break. The big thing we'll be looking out for, though, guys, as always with Tuchel, is the wing-backs. It should be Chilwell because Alonso's out. So 99% sure it's Chilwell unless he's got a knock, which he doesn't. So Chilwell is safe. Reece James is also pretty safe because he was rested in the week. He got 21 points last week, did 2 goals. He has to surely be starting, but you never know. So we'll be giving you that Chelsea team news early at 2:00. What do we reckon, Graham? Score prediction, Chelsea-Burnley.
I will go with a 3-0. I think Chelsea keeping the clean sheet again. Burnley will have the odd chances. The Mr. Cornet looking quite sharp for them, adding a bit of something different that we don't usually see at Burnley. But I do think Chelsea keep the clean sheet today. But touch wood, I haven't cursed it for Chelsea defence.
I'm going to go 3-1. And that's only because there's something about Burnley this season which makes me think they can always pop up with a goal. And I think it's probably Cornet. Also, Sean Dyche is just playing a little bit more attacking. So Chelsea have been best defence in the league for a long time. So I shouldn't be saying they're going to concede at home to Burnley. But I just fancy that pop shot that goes in. I don't know. I've benched Christensen. Maybe a poor error there, knowing that clean sheet is likely. I think the bookie's favourite to keep a clean sheet this weekend is Chelsea, 53% or something similar. But I've still gone for Christensen bench. I do have Reece James. I'm a little bit nervous, but hope he starts, and Havertz. So it's a big game for me in FPL with 3 players, 2 starting. Crystal Palace Wolves. That is a hard one to pick. That's, if I'm a betting man on my accumulator this morning, I've gone for a draw there. It's a hard one to predict.
I think Palace been doing well under Vieira, surprising. I think, against Man City, the red card helped, didn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think interesting. I like Elise. I like what he offers for Palace. Wolves starting to be a bit more Jimenez-like, shall we say? And
Yep.
you've got Mr. Huang up there, who plays off of him very well, even if it is sort of like rebounds and stuff. Huang is there to pick up the pieces. He's very good at doing that.
I think he looks brilliant, Huang. I'm really
Yeah.
impressed with him. And you're right, the link up with him and Jimenez is quite nice. Like that front three we've seen on Monday Night Football, we saw Trincao, Jimenez, and Huang. Good players like Adama Traore and Podence not getting in the starting 11. You look at Trincao, Huang, and Jimenez and see why. I think they look like a really nice front three. I've got Jimenez. Feels like a bit of a differential in the FPL community, Jimenez. I think he's owned quite highly by casuals. I think he's about 10% owned, but in the community, I feel like not many have got Jimenez, and he's one that's been delivering quite nicely for me. What do you reckon, Graham? Would you go there to Wolves attack? Do you have any Wolves attack? Would you look at Jimenez?
I haven't at the moment, but like I say, Antonio has been one debated because his fixture run turns tough.
Yeah.
But spoken about, and he's the sort of player you stay with even though the fixtures are tough. He could get a goal still, and then you want him for the easier fixtures. That's probably why I haven't. But if you were going to get rid of like Antonio, say, as that slightly cheaper striking option, although mind he isn't that cheap, then yeah, definitely Jimenez or Huang.
Yeah. Who did you bench this weekend, Graham? There's loads in the chat saying swapped people benching Antonio, people benching Cancelo. I very nearly benched Antonio. I went with Livramento and Christensen. I think they're both going to return for me. Livramento did, but I was close on benching Cancelo, who's going to outscore Livramento, and I was close on benching Antonio, who could outscore Christensen. It's a lottery at the moment. We've all seemed to have quite good squads.
Yeah, I've benched Creswell and Tierney because Tierney's back fit, but there's no guarantee he's going to start with Tavares having played so well.
He's playing really well, Tavares, isn't he?
He is indeed. He's getting forward very well, brings some good energy, and is involved in the attack, which is what Tierney should been doing a bit more this season for my liking. And it goes back to what we said earlier. When a player's just come back, do you want to rush them back? Like Mbuemo's the one we said, wasn't it? So I feel like Tierney might be benched today.
Okay. What do you reckon he will be? I think I'm with you. I think Tavares may have played himself in. Not long term, Tierney will get starts, we know he will, but because he's been injured, he might just go, let's give him 20 minutes at the end, rather than chuck him in at the deep end.
Sorry, just seeing Sancho warming up on the pitch.
That's a positive sign for movement. You don't warm up at half time unless you're about to come on.
No, exactly.
What do you reckon? Will it be a change in system? Will Greenwood come off? Or will he take, I don't know, Wan-Bissaka off or Bailly off and go to a flat back four because Lindelof can play right back. Or he might take one of the centre backs off and just completely change the system. I feel like he might do that.
I feel that as well. I feel like he's more likely to take one of the back five off. Basically.
Is that a dangerous play, or is it because, do you reckon it was like I was saying earlier, at 1-0 down, it'll keep with that back five, but as soon as it goes to 2, you've got to change it?
Yeah, exactly. It's a dangerous game, and it's going to be interesting if he takes that risk, because obviously it will spell more trouble for him possibly at the back. And Cancelo getting forward like he's been doing.
He's coming on straight away, Graham. Definitely coming on. 45 minutes.
No messing. He's going to go for it. Are we going to finally see a decent Sancho?
Yeah. I tell you what, if ever you wanted the game to make your announcement to the Old Trafford crowd, it's not been an easy start for him. And I don't actually blame him and dig him out too much. He's not had a huge amount of game time, a huge amount of chances. Clearly not doing something wrong in training, probably not to be picking him, but this is big for him. This is against his former club, we forget. Man City let Sancho go as a teenager to Dortmund. Pep didn't want him to go, but he said, I can only graduate him or Foden this season. And he chose Foden, and Sancho didn't want to rot in the academy for another year. Hardly rotting when you're in City's academy, but he said, no. It's number 3 off. It's Eric Bailly coming off. Change in system.
Sacrificial.
Change in system.
Yeah, defence sacrifice there. They're going a little bit more attacking then. So will they be able to match Man City in there? Will Man City still find that space?
United moved to a back 4. Expect their fullbacks to remain in exactly the same positions.
Oh, McTominay caught in possession. Oh, no, he's given a free kick there, Michael Oliver. First time ball cut out by Diaz.
This is going to be really interesting. That back four, this could work for United. They'll have the extra man to aim for. They'll have the extra midfielder, which we were saying they needed, or forward, which we said they needed in Sancho. But are we going to see even more City chances? Because they conceded a ton of chances as a back 5, United. How many are they going to concede as a back 4?
It's going to be interesting as this game goes on to see how open they leave themselves at the back, or can they stay on that attack and still manage to get back.
Graham, do me a favour and just test the chat, will you? I can't write in it, but I just want to make sure it's still loading because I see someone's been spamming us and I can't delete their things.
There we go.
Oh, you've not popped up?
I've not popped up.
Hang on. Can you see your comment?
Yeah, I see it.
Maybe it's my... Let me refresh.
And then I see Shunak's the one. I think Rashford would have... Gee whiz is in there.
Got it.
Cancelo...
Sorry, I still had that person that was spamming. My screen had frozen, so I missed loads of comments there, guys. Sorry, I've missed everything after the spamming. Delia said, everyone in my mini league except me has Jimenez in their team. Frustrating. Lost some ground. Yeah. Seems to be a weird one, Delia. Jimenez isn't owned by the community, but is by a lot of people in mini leagues.
Fouled by Rodrigo.
It's Cancelo on the booking. Boom.
Cancelo yellow card.
Thanks for the chat test there, guys. A few of you in the chat. Yeah, that's a bit of a... It's his first foul he's conceded. Is it a yellow? Yeah. Probably is. I don't know.
Interesting one because he had a runner with him as well.
It's the fact they were... Yeah. The tackle itself wasn't a yellow. It's the fact that he was potentially going back to produce a chance.
Fernandes over the free kick for United.
They need
Whips
this.
it to the back post and nobody is there. It's gone out. It's a goal kick to Man City.
Cancelo's still on for 3 bonus, but of course that yellow card means -1, but it also marks you down in the BPS. So Cancelo will go have a -2 in the BPS. So expect that gold to go to silver very soon for Cancelo. I think Bernardo will be promoted to gold now. I'm a BPS specialist.
Yeah, they're vital,
I spend a lot of time. Last night I was watching the game, last 10 minutes, going, Livramento's on for 2. Oh no. And every time he lost a ball or gave away possession, I was like, oh, maybe he'll be moved down here. And then he would make a tackle and I go, oh, he's going to be moved up. But yeah, he ended up with 0 bonus.
They're key though. They're key. I know you mentioned it in your book. So I've noticed that
you've started reading it. Good job.
Yeah, vital things like that, and they can make a massive difference. Obviously, if you've got players that are regularly in the bonus point system.
How far are you in, Graham?
Cancelo. I'm halfway. I'm sure I'm about halfway through.
Oh, you've got all the fun chapters to come up, including Mind Games and My Diary. Those 2 chapters are absolutely gold. Guys, if you do want to buy the book, it's free UK delivery. We ship worldwide, ship all over the world. Like, you name it, we've shipped there. $7.99. Check out my Twitter, and link is in bio.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could do with some mind games now.
so far, United.
Shaw late in there on Jesus.
I think that's a yellow if Cancelo got booked. Pep wants a yellow for that.
Pep cracks me up on the sideline.
Yeah. Pep
Full
should
of
get
energy.
booked. He is someone that should get booked more than he does. He was always hurling abuse at refs, and they seem to let him do it. Maguire with the back pass to De Gea. In these tricky conditions, you've got to be careful with your passing if you're a Maguire or a De Gea, because they're not the best with their feet, and it's been absolutely teeming down now in Manchester. It looks so wet. Those shots along the ground will be interesting for goalkeepers.
Yeah, definitely. Makes the ball skid up, makes it so much more deep.
My audio's gone. Am I back? Can you hear me, Graham?
I hear you. Yeah.
Ah, good. I'm back. I've got my chopstick here, which I keep holding up. It's not a wand, it's a chopstick, because the audio thing, head jack, is always full of dust, and it means I can't hear. But I was going to do my hair then, so I did that, and my earphones came out. That wasn't a dust issue. 50 minutes in, so far so good for United in terms of the second half. They've actually had an attack. They've got more to aim at up front. City haven't had any chances. Maybe this change in shape is actually what they needed, and it might turn out to be very good management from Ollie. We know naturally this isn't a team or a squad built for the back five. Ollie has never played it until recently. Not really. I think a little bit last season, one handful of games. So they're probably looking a bit more comfortable.
Turning now out wide to Shaw.
Yeah.
Man City just cutting off the options there.
In terms of numbers up top, it does look like it's a sort of 4-2-3-1, if you like. So it's a back four. You've still got Fred and McTominay holding, and then you've got the three across the middle. So you've got Sancho is playing on the left, Greenwood's playing on the wide right, Bruno playing in the 10 role where he wants to do, playing off Ronaldo, who will be the lone front man. So the Ronaldo-Greenwood front two didn't really work in the first half. It's going to be interesting to see Ronaldo by himself. I think he prefers playing with a partner to do his running for him often, but he'll have Bruno very close to him today for this second half. Rashford should come on, says Shawnick. Yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't the move. I really expected Rashford to come on over Sancho, if you just go by what Ollie's been doing recently, but fair enough.
Or Walker just stopping Sancho there. Edison dealing with it under pressure there.
No Cavani on the bench either, remember. That would have been the move, I think. Like, Cavani is the sort of player you want to put on now if you need a goal. But he's out. He's injured.
Yeah, Cavani chases the ball down so well, doesn't he? Would have been handy now in the rain.
Pronounce the G in De Gea. Yeah. What do you guys say? How do you say De Gea? De Gea. De Gea.
De Gea.
De Gea.
Yeah, De Gea.
Not De Gea. De Gea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Noted. I think I do say De Gea. Poor. Why isn't Rashford getting starts? Matt says. Well, he did start in the week. And look, he's been injured for a very long time. I think Ollie is having to manage him. He's such a sick note player, Matt. You know that, right? Of course you do. Playing twice.
Oh, De Bruyne.
Oh, space.
Luke Shaw gave it away. He's got space. He's got runners. He plays it to the runners. Bernardo Silva, Foden in the box again. Good ball, but it's just too far. Silva still gets a flash across the box.
It was Gundogan, wasn't it? I think it's Gundogan on that side with Foden. Foden just overplayed it slightly, didn't he? Just overplayed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, De Gea. You guys are right. But yeah, Rashford can't start twice in 4 days. Just can't at the moment. And he's worried about reoccurrence of his injuries. So he came on as a sub last weekend. He started against Atlanta, and he'll probably come on as a sub today. Did he make the England squad, Rashford? I think he did. Greenwood didn't. Rashford did. Again, Ollie will be annoyed at that. What Rashford needs is 2 weeks on the training ground. He's probably rushed himself back a little bit too soon anyway. You don't want to be playing for England and travelling all over, but it is what it is. Jesus on the right beats Fred for fun. Luke Shaw. Oh, is that a corner? Jesus wants a corner.
I think just clean through goal kick. Could have got a little nick.
Yeah, JJA, we do need that Foden return. Me too. Donny van der Beek. And it ain't Van der Beek. I'll let you guys in the chat know, just in case. It's my Dutch friend, who's the guy that Delia, my best man, who lives in Amsterdam, who captained Tony, he corrected me early in the season. He was like, it's not Van der Beek, it's Van der Beek.
Van der Beek, thank you for that. Not that I see him much in the season.
Yeah, you don't need to know that one anyway.
He's normally Van der Bench, isn't he? Normally.
I mean, we're seeing him warming up. It doesn't mean he's coming on, does it? He's probably Van der Bench today still.
Yeah, he's just got his hopes up there. Ole, naughty.
Right, what we got here then? McTominay's dropped deep so Lindelof can carry the ball forward. Harsh on Eric Bailly. I don't think he was having a bad game. Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka were the two having the poorer games. I'd kept Bailly on and played Lindelof right back.
Shaw on the left. He's got space of Ronaldo. Plays it back to Shaw. Turned by Fernandes out to Sancho. Infield to Fred. Man United trying to make these passes count. Just got the ball in the middle of the park. McTominay to Fred. Maguire. Into Fred. Fred turns, looks up. Fernandes. He's fouled, is he? Yeah, Mike Oliver. Free kick to Man United. And a chance from this set piece.
Bruno's saying 3 times on it. Bruno has been targeted on some heavy tackles. We'll give him that. Yeah, Manan, Cancelo is down to 2 bonus. If you want to know bonus at any point, guys, we've got you covered. Oh, we're going to have team news very soon in 10 minutes.
Oh, that's a good bit of the show.
Gold on the graphic, Bernardo Silva. Silver on the graphic, Cancelo. So on the right, on the team lineup, seeing their bubble. Bronze, David De Gea, sorry. Oh, that's going to take me time. David De Gea and Walker both in bronze. Well, you've been making the same error for 7-8 years. It's hard to get over that one. I'd probably say that on the FPL show. I need to be very careful. I'm surprised I've not been corrected. Do you know what another really common one is? Diego Jota. No, it's Diogo Jota. Diogo. It's not Diego.
No, it's so easy, isn't it, to say Diego and Diago. Oh, Sancho dribbling his way out there from his own half.
I like that.
He's made a run forward. Ronaldo likes this. Turns side and shows us what he's doing.
That's a yellow. That's a yellow. Come on. Bernardo knows what he's doing there.
Bernardo Silva, bonus points, not so silver.
Ronaldo, that was a lovely quick feet, and Bernardo slides in. His international teammate, as well as a few Portuguese players on the show today. Excuse me.
Yeah.
James says, please Foden goal. Can't get him every week, James. He's done well for us. Or maybe he's done well, maybe not for you, because you only brought him in last week or so. I don't know. But he's been rewarding us, Foden, in recent weeks. We can't expect an 8 million midfielder to be guaranteed points every week. He could have... Unlucky, actually, in the first half not to return. He created some chances.
Maguire playing a risky game, but he keeps the ball, finds Luke Shaw on the left.
They're coming out the back quite nicely, aren't they, Graham?
They are indeed. They're finding some passes out. And Sancho goes again, but checks this short.
That was the wrong shout. He could have gone himself there. Don't play it back to Luke Shaw.
Exactly, yeah. You've already done the hard work and found the space. Keep going. Yeah,
he just... A Dortmund Sancho puts his head down and takes that to the corner flag. Just wonder, there's a little bit there. You go, he's just not quite as sharp as we expect.
Yeah.
Hesitant.
McTominay to Fred as runners, but can they pick them out? No, they play the safe pass.
The possession stats are looking way better for Man United this second half. Things have massively changed.
Greenwood cuts inside, pass Cancelo shoots, just dragged wide.
Should he be shooting from there?
Definitely not.
It's a bit greedy, that.
It is. And this is going back to the very beginning where it's, can he find Ronaldo? Does he not like finding Ronaldo?
He scored a worldie from there a few weeks back, and I think he's just gone, I can do it. But that's the sort of shot you hit once every 10 you score from. You know, that's second half possession.
Oh, 50-50. Sloppy there by Diaz, given away, but Man City deal with it.
Yeah, well played there. Diaz did well there to win the ball back.
Yeah.
Is that Kyle Walker that's gone down like a sack of potatoes?
Yeah.
Ref supporting Man U. I don't know about that. Michael Oliver actually hasn't been involved in any real controversy today. The yellows that were given have all seemed fair. I do think Maguire should have been booked in the first half for that rake on KDB, but other than that, he's pretty much got every call right, I think.
Yeah, no real controversy from Michael Oliver today, but it's 59 minutes. We'll see if he causes any upsets.
Nice
That's
ball.
a set piece, isn't it?
Little rehearsed routine out from the back there. Stones and Walker. Stones went to take it and Walker took it. This is like literally 80 yards from goal, not 100 yards from goal. Rashford should be starting instead of Greenwood. Marvin, it's purely a fitness thing. You've got to give Ollie credit there. He clearly isn't fit enough to start off the back of starting in the week with his injury record. By the way, guys, 20% Scout membership discount isn't currently running. You'll see on the top of the graphic, but you can still subscribe and it's still dirt cheap. Genuinely give it a go. Annual membership costs very, very little. Access to so many comparison tools and stats and data
Silva
and extra
out to
videos.
The left. Foden, he's beaten Wan-Bissaka. No, he's had to check back in. I thought it's going to go back to the theme of the first half where he keeps finding that space. But it seems to have changed a little bit over on that side.
Yeah. Guys, if you're not already following FPL Focus, that is Graham, FPL Focus 1 on Twitter. But check out FPL Focus also on YouTube because you've got your own YouTube channel, Graham. Yeah,
that's right. So just search FPL Focus and you'll find me on YouTube. Foden crossing in. Oh, it's just wide.
Do you know what, Graham? I don't think you can take your eyes off this game. There's too much happening. So when I'll do team news and
my coffee got cold earlier. That's how enthralled I am in this game.
Early rumours are suggesting for Chelsea that Hudson-Odoi is due to start and Ziyech perhaps isn't. There's also a rumour, and this is only a rumour, suggesting that Mason Mount isn't starting, Graham.
Really?
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking, come on.
Ross Barkley and Kante look like they're likely to start. That's all we've got so far, and that is only Twitter rumours, but some of these sources are fairly
Silva
good.
over on the right, makes a box, checks inside.
Chelsea fan groups.
Rodrigo to Walker. Rodrigo again. Chips the ball to the back of the box. Foden takes it under his spell first time.
In those conditions, to control that ball as Foden just did, he traps it.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
Man City just trying to lure this new Man United formation out.
Good indicator, Kev. Cancelo now 9 BPS clear, and that's because at 60 minutes, the clean sheet points come on. So all your defenders, the City defenders, get a big old boost there because they get the defensive clean sheet points. So Cancelo on gold. 3 BPS, please.
Nice.
So, big team news. Who do we need? Chelsea. I'll do Chelsea and then I'll do Brentford for the biggest two.
Yeah.
And I'll get that on the hour.
Foden over on the left again. Wan-Bissaka's come out to meet him. He's had to check back into Cancelo.
Yeah, Tuchel did say that, J-Queen. I said that 10 minutes ago. He said Mount will get some minutes, is likely to play. It is very likely he will come on. But we thought he could start too. So clearly not ready to start because we know he's one of the first names on the team sheet. John Chapman, Foden equals the English Messi. Yeah, if only Gareth played him every game. City are getting a little bit more of the ball now, Graham, the last 5 minutes because United went through a good phase, a good spell, but now City looking like they did on the first half.
Yeah, it seems like United are committing a little bit too much here and things starting to open up a little bit with Man City in possession. They start again from Diaz. Then it's that run again. It's Cancelo on the left, but he decides not to go, but is forced to go because of the rebound. Is it a corner? No, it's a goal kick.
Some of the early leaks, guys. Good sources usually, but sometimes wrung. Azpilicueta
Rashford's
2
coming
weeks
on.
ago.
Sorry, Gianni.
Oh, good stuff. It's going to be Mason Greenwood coming off then, folks. He can't sub Sancho, and he's not going to go for a 4-man attack, so it will be Greenwood off. And you just don't sub Ronaldo, do you? So almost, I'd eat my hat if it's not Greenwood. Oh,
Ronaldo
great touch.
chesting it down.
Great
Lovely
touch.
Greenwood, before he comes off, not to be.
Cancelo with a double tackle. Another boost in the BPS for Cancelo, ×2.
Play on. Mike Oliver plays advantage. KDB was fouled. Walker's got the pace. Plays it out wide to Jesus. Casually with the ball. Dummies. Fred commits. Back inside to Rodrigo.
He's giving it away.
Overhit that.
That's good.
Put too much on it, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, it shows. I think it's the pitch is absolutely soaked. I think this ball is starting to actually be held up rather than zipping. It's that wet. Obviously, the drainage on these pitches are amazing, and usually rain means the ball can fizz even more. But actually, it's so wet now, the ball looks like it's moving slower along the ground.
It does indeed. The water's spinning.
Maybe it's the new ball. Maybe it's the new ball is heavier.
Oh, it's a good first-time ball. Is he in here?
Come on!
It's Gundogan.
Oh, it's Gundo.
It's wide.
Gundo. I thought that's Foden's position. They swapped.
He caught me out a minute there because Foden's been doing that all game, but Gundogan there using the space on the left.
Foden would have scored there. He would have controlled it better.
He would have. It was a poor sort of not a cross shot in two minds there, but like you say, the rain playing its part. Rashford's on now.
There we go. It's Greenwood, is it?
Greenwood is off.
There we go.
Diaz up well in the midfield for the header, but it's a head injury. Luke Shaw, referee, stopped the game. He's down.
Doesn't look comfy, does he? He's not moved. I mean, they
got on quick. They stopped the game quick. And he's not really moving at the moment. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, you can never be too careful with head and neck injuries. And Luke Shaw, he's responsive and stuff, but he's just going, I'm not gonna lay on my side. I'm gonna stay exactly how I am and let the physios treat me. But he is still face planted, and they've got hands either side of him, and they'll be very reluctant to ask for too much movement here. I'd be surprised if he plays on.
Yeah, I mean, not being funny, but the only time you stay down is when you're winning a game, to waste the time. So definitely some cause for concern here.
Good point there. Sure. Good point.
Ole has got a possible problem
Is Tellez on the bench? Tellez is bench, so Tellez would be the obvious one. I mean, Tellez offers more going forward, if you ask me, than Luke Shaw. I know Shaw was brilliant in the Euros.
Yeah, Tellez is warming up there, Gianni.
I mean, he better get... he needs a warm-up. And if he wasn't warming up previously, he needs to get warm because he's been sat there in the cold for an hour. Chelsea team news is 2 minutes away, guys. We will have the Brentford team news. We all want to know about Tony. We want to know about Mbeumo. I have Tony. Graham has Mbeumo. Crystal Palace Wolves is obviously a big one for me. I've got Jimenez. Will Hwang start? Competition for places up front for Wolves. Podence and Traore I can't currently get in the team. Graham, if you have eyes on Burnley just for Mbeumo and Brentford... on Brentford for Mbeumo and Tony news, just to make sure they're starting. I will go Chelsea, then Wolves.
Okay.
Oh, Shaw back on by the looks of it. Very surprised.
Really?
Thank you, G-Wiz, keeping us up to date, as always. And yeah, Tellez is putting his bib back on. And he was just getting the instructions of what to do. He was all set. We are 1 minute away from Chelsea team news. Mason Mount rumoured not to be in the 11. Ross Barkley rumoured to start. That is a surprise, a real surprise. The wing-backs are the real headline. Will Chilwell start? Very, very likely, almost certainly. with Alonso injured. And will Reece James start? Many have jumped on Reece James.
Ronaldo now on the left. He's got Rashford there with him.
Rashford has gone to the wide left then, because it was obviously Greenwood came off on the right. Sancho has gone to the right and Rashford left, I think. PK7, thank you very much. Come on, team news.
Oh, that's what I'm waiting for. Team news.
Is Grealish likely to come on?
Chelsea. Whew.
Chelsea still haven't tweeted theirs. I'm refreshing their Twitter page, which is the best source of getting team news early. Got it. Right. Mendy, Christensen starts, Thiago Silva starts, and Rudiger. There is no Azpilicueta, which means Reece James and Chilwell start. Barkley, Havertz support, and Hudson-Odoi support Havertz. Jorginho and Kante start. There we go. Thiago Silva starts 3 games in a week. No Azpilicueta. Big news, that. Mbomo looks like he might be starting, Graham. I don't know if Brentford have tweeted.
I can't see anything so far.
I can tell you the Wolves lineup. They have gone for the same front 3. Trincao, Jimenez and Hwang. Kilman also starts, as does Sison. 8. Nori, Sarr in goal.
Okay, I got it.
And Mbeumo and Tony.
And Mbeumo and Tony do start. Marvellous. Absolute marvellous. Canos in there as well, and Pinnock. Nice.
Benteke and Edouard and Zaha is the front 3 for Palace. Gallagher also starts. It's as you'd expect at the back for them. Nice Delia. Hudson-Odoi. I love that shout. I didn't know you had him. There we are, guys. That's the big team news. I will also give you the little nod on any headlines for Burnley. Cornet and Wood are up top for Burnley. Loughton also starts. It's the back 4 you'd expect. Norwich, still, Gilmore cannot get in that 11. It's Pookie up front by himself this time. We've seen him playing up front with Sargent in a 2. They've changed formation. It's going to be a 4-3-3 for Norwich. It's going to be Dow and Rashik either side of Pookie. Big game there. If Norwich are ever going to get points, they'll see this as one of their winnable games.
Exactly, yeah.
Christensen does start. I know. I've got him on my bench, but you can't play them all. And I could have benched Cancelo, and I'm glad I didn't do that. So, Livramento and Christensen bench for me. It's frustrating, but it happens. Thank God I benched Traore, says Ramathan. Yeah, mate. You need to sell him, unfortunately.
They're just checking Luke Shaw out again here.
I'm very surprised he played on, Graham. That didn't look good. Tellez was ready. They should have just got him off. He's clearly got issues.
Yeah, especially with all the protocols in the game now about head injuries. Yeah. So Tellez will come on for Luke Shaw. 72nd
Ronaldo's gone over. Ronaldo's gone over to the 2 physios and gone, what the hell is going on? Like, he's having a go at him. He's like, you should have got him off before, and then we wouldn't have this stoppage in play. We're 2 goals down. We've got 18 minutes left. I want this ball in play, and instead, we're wasting time because it doesn't all get added on. You guys all know that. And Ronaldo's going, come on, wise up. The winner mentality of Ronaldo, I love. And it's like, we haven't got time to have stoppages in play. If he's injured, get him off. Oh, and by the way, Tellez is better at attacking anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely this season.
Yeah, I mean, last season and in the Euros, Luke Shaw was incredible. But other than that 6-month spell, he's done naff for winning a United shirt. I love Ronaldo for that.
Exciting new. I'm glad to see Mbeumo start, though. I'm quite excited about that.
Yeah.
Free kick to Man City, sorry. De Bruyne and Foden over it. Usual suspects.
Come on, we need some Foden points. Foden currently on 3.
Whipped in and away by Ronaldo.
He does a good... He's so good in the air, Ronaldo, defensively and attacking. Obviously, in attack, he's the best head of the football in world football, but defensively, he's still doing a job.
He goes again.
He just hangs. He defies gravity and hangs in the air longer than everyone else. He goes up and doesn't come straight back down. It's weird.
Diaz bursting forward, drawing players out like Fred, giving Bernardo Silva room, place to the edge of the area. Jesus just held up by Tellez, who's just come on. Rodrigo in the midfield here.
Yeah, concussion sub, possibly. Very good point, Jane. They should sack Ollie and give CR7 the manager's job. He'd do a better job.
Foden.
No City subs yet. So
no,
far,
and I was just thinking that, Gianni.
74 minutes in, that's rare.
Yeah, and I was thinking Grealish on would probably be a good move.
Yeah,
with his keep ball and
yeah.
dribbling, what he does, wins free kicks.
Yeah, knowing United are getting tired as well, like Grealish is the spark. I wouldn't want to take Foden off. On today's viewing, I'd actually be taking KDB off and go Foden 9. Bernardo Silva and Gundogan have played brilliantly. Bernardo, possibly man of the match for me. I know he won't get the bonus point recognition. Well, he's actually on for
candidate, 2. And we definitely have to give a man of the match near the end of the match, commentators do.
Yeah, we'll do it just before they do, Graham. So rather than wait till 90, we'll do it at like 88.
Yeah, fair play, and then see it all go wrong in the final few.
Curse of the commentator. I must admit, the bonus points today often don't marry up with man of the match bonus points in terms of the eye test man of the match. Today, I think they do. When you look at gold and silver there, 2 very good performances. Let's see how clear Cancelo is, if there's any risk of Bernardo getting the 3.
De Bruyne's created space. Bernardo's touch is good to Cancelo. Foden wants it.
Hit it.
Shoots, so it's deflected through. Is he offside though? Gundogan chips it in still. Play to the whistle.
Hit.
De Bruyne's wide. Was he offside though? That's the question. You know they play on and you don't know. I think Gundogan could have been offside.
That's right, Austin. I did say I'd be taking KDB off before that miss.
No,
he's on because it takes a deflection.
Yeah, you're right, absolutely. And then
no, that is funny.
A scuffed effort from KDB.
Oh, BPS update. Cancelo's on 40, Bernardo 31, Walker 29, Diaz 27. Diaz could still get one. Cancelo's head and shoulders.
Jesus into Gundogan, turning, Foden getting a touch. Just KDB's opened it up out left. It's Bernardo Silva trying to cross, deflected away. Fred out wide, given away though. KDB will come again to Foden, to KDB. He's got that bit of space, turns inside. Man City don't really need to do much, do they?
This is great play. They're just keeping the ball.
Yeah, exactly. I love this sort of football when you're winning and you keep the ball, and then when you really, really get that chance at opening, then you take it. You put the dagger in.
They're not forcing it, are they? They are waiting for the big chances to open and then they go, but they're very happy passing it from the right side of the pitch to the left side of the pitch via the centre-backs if needed, just to remain possession. And it's great because if they got possession, United can't get in their half.
Exactly.
City are playing with so much energy, Ramathan. And the reason why they have so much energy at 77 minutes is they've barely had to chase the game. You chase the game and you don't have the ball. And City have the ball all the time. They conserve energy when they have the ball. It's pet ball.
It's tiki-taka, isn't it? It's tiki-taka, you're going to be knackered. So, yeah.
Yeah, tire them. And as soon as they do have a chance, United, on a counter or whatever, Pep's philosophy has always been, you take them down. And if you need to take the yellow, you take the yellow, but you win the ball back as soon as you can.
Yeah.
United, don't want to say it because we've all got loads of people got Cancelo, including me. But United, I'm touching wood here, don't look like scoring. They really don't. They don't look like scoring at all. Let's hope that doesn't haunt me.
I have to say they don't look like scoring really. Man City have got that control again, but here goes Fernando Rashford checking back. You're safe if it's in this half, that's for sure.
Use me, yeah, absolutely. So the big team news for those that missed it: Chelsea have gone with no Azpilicueta, who is still quite highly owned. The fullbacks James and Chilwell both start. There is no Mason Mount in the starting 11. Havertz and Hudson-Odoi, and also Ross Barkley. That was a strange call. Don't like that at all. I am a Chelsea fan, as you all know.
It is a signed Bergkamp shirt behind me, John Chapman.
Ah, nice. Where did you pick that up, Graham?
I won it.
Wow.
Yeah, epic
that is
win.
Some prize.
It is indeed. I won it in a Facebook competition from exclusive memorabilia. And then obviously I bought the frame myself. But yeah, legend, my favourite player. So I was over the moon to win it. I've
framed a few football shirts and you have to buy specialist frames, don't you? Because I've tried off the off the normal frames, and it doesn't always work.
No, yeah, you've got to get the right ones, definitely.
They're deeper, aren't they? Because usually you just have a photo in or a bit of paper. This is a material top. Oh, Donny van der Bench.
Yeah, Van der, not Beek. What is it? Bake, is it?
Donny van der Beek.
Yeah.
Donny van der Beek. Off. My Dutch mate told me off for it. I was saying Van der Beek. I think the commentators actually do get it right. I think they do say Van der Beek. I played Cancelo and benched Diaz. Yeah, don't worry about that, Kev. We've all got bench points. I've got Livramento on my bench, and I would have benched Diaz and probably played... I'd have benched Diaz if I'd had him this week. I would have, and played, Livramento ahead of him, and I benched him, and Christensen's probably going to get me 6 points, and I benched him.
Sometimes you just have to think, it's more logical when you do them sort of moves,
Yeah, I don't think I would have wanted double City defence today. Because I had sold Diaz last week, and I sold him because I knew I wouldn't have started him this week. I was always going to start Cancelo, of course. Well, wasn't always, but I wanted to. Watch out, Van der Beek is on low. Eraser, that's unfair. Van der Beek hasn't been that bad. He's not been given the games.
Walker, long ball. Wan-Bissaka there, though. Cut out.
Oh.
Van der Beek in the midfield. First time ball cut out by Jesus. Great infield to De Bruyne. They've got room here. He's got space on the left. He's found the space. Foden's in the space. Foden shoots. Oh, it's just wide of the post. City nearly making it free. Pep, head in his hands. Oh,
he scored a goal against Liverpool about 4 or 5 weeks ago, game week 7. It was exactly that, and he puts it in the bottom corner. Oh, it hits the post.
There.
Hits the beans.
Hits the foot of the post. Oh. Well, Foden's had that space all day today over on the left. De Bruyne jumping up for the challenge from Maguire. Van der Beek just wins the ball there. Silky turn by Van der Beek.
Oh, Foden, I needed that. Delia,
Big
yes.
Chance.
We so unlucky there. Inches. FPL comes down to a lot of luck and a lot of skill.
Walker playing a 1-2 there. He's going down the right. We know he's got the pace. He's playing it safe. Infield to De Bruyne. Diaz pings it out to the left first time. Cancelo to Foden.
Yeah, good point, John. Cancelo's still clear in the BPS. You're good. Cancelo is on 40, Bernardo 32, Walker 29. Diaz is one off Walker at 28. Diaz could be on for one bonus very soon.
Fine margins.
Fine margins there, indeed.
De Bruyne chipped ball over to Cancelo on the left. He's squared up with Wan-Bissaka. Back to De Bruyne on the edge. Plays the ball out to Walker.
Guys, if there's a goal or a big chance like that Foden one in the chat, if you wouldn't mind just letting us know, there's action.
Yeah.
Don't tell us, because I don't want to take my eyes off the chat for 10 minutes, which I usually would at this point in a game, because I'm like I don't want any spoilers. It's useful knowing, but hold it. Tease us for sure. Don't say if there's a goal if there's not, clearly. But yeah.
Wan-Bissaka getting lucky there. Cancelo robs the ball from him.
Cancelo did well there. Still quite strong. You'd expect Wan-Bissaka to be winning those 50-50s. Ball comes out wide to Jesus, who's got a bit of time and space. Can he find a cross? Pulls it back to Bernardo Silva on the edge of the box, who finds KDB. And again, City are just going to keep ball until that opportunity arises. They're not rushing it. They don't need to. And actually, they quite like having the ball, City, if you've noticed. And Bernardo Silva, again, via the centre-backs, will recycle possession. It's just good game management, isn't it?
It is indeed. Man City know exactly what to do in these positions, and they're doing it very well.
Yeah, they used to be in 2-0 up, 10 minutes left. Like, it's a very familiar setting for these City players. I guess they're not always used to it at Old Trafford, though. That's pretty cool. Like, we forget we are watching a Manchester derby here that has seen second half opportunities for United. I can't think of one. Not been competitive in the slightest. Ball played out from Edison, who can be that extra defender. Oh, heavy tackle.
De Bruyne, that's a nice ball.
He's played advantage.
Gundogan over on the left. He's got Cancelo in there. Beats McTominay. De Bruyne, edge of the area. Blocked by Van der Beek. Foden gets a foot in. Jesus takes down first time. Has a look up. Plays safe to Walker. De Bruyne. Foden.
Dominic, please
Foden,
don't say that.
Dribbling. Lovely dribble. Cancelo there. Crosses edge. It's corner. Corner to City.
Can confirm the score is 2-0 Man City. Don't worry, Austin. We'll kick him out if he does it again. We'll give you one more chance, perhaps, Dominic. Or gee whiz, if you fancy it, you can boot him out.
There's no need to spoil it for everyone else.
Especially when we've got clean sheets on the line. Come on. This is exactly what City want here.
Tense feeling, isn't it, when you're going for the clean sheet? It really is. You're watching them and like, hurry up. You want your team in possession. There's nothing worse than when they're in possession and attacking.
Oh, Rodri gets up. Well, chance! Oh. Diaz! Was it Diaz? It was Stones.
John Stones trying to get back into the FPL glory days of last year.
Was it the double game week last season? I just sold him, but everyone seemed to have him, and he got like 2 goals, didn't he?
He does that so well for a defender. Turns.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
That's a hard skill, that. Getting a shot away when you've got your back to goal like that. 86 minutes gone, 2-0 United, 2-0 to City.
Wow.
Cancelo on for 3 bonus, but if United were to score, he'd lose his 3 bonus, I promise you that. Bernardo would be head and shoulders clear. City, United aren't even pressing here. They are either not running because they're not working hard enough, or they're just absolutely shattered because they've been running all game. It's a hard one to judge at this point in the game. But they've been chasing shadows for 90 minutes. Let's have it right.
Especially with Champions League football, you'll be loving this right now as City, won't you? Just managing the game.
Yes. They're also comfortable in possession. You know, you could put Bernardo Silva under pressure there at left back in these conditions with a skidding fast ball to his feet, and his touch is still bang on. They just keep possession so well, and every single player in that 11, and I include the goalkeeper in that, has to be a ball player.
Same wavelength.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Pep will not sign players that are not highly skilled under close control. John Stones isn't the world's best defender, but he's a very, very good ball player, which is why Pep likes him.
Space now for Jesus on the right. He's got Foden in the box. Can he find him? No. Is it a penalty?
Get out!
It's a foul by the sub. Tell us.
He's not giving it. He's not giving it.
Surely there's a replay on this. Surely VAR have to intervene.
Hang on, we're going to see the replay here, Graham. That's a pen.
Yeah, it's a penalty. He kicks his toe. It's as simple as that.
Has that seriously not gone to VAR? Oh my God.
To be a penalty.
Michael Oliver's view of that. Look at the view he's got. How is the video assistant referee not saying he's made a clear and obvious error here?
Unbelievable. Short corner by De Bruyne
Ridiculous.
to Foden. Foden dribbling to the edge, plays it.
That could have been Foden taking that.
It could have been indeed.
Because Mahrez isn't on the pitch. It probably would have been KDB, but it could have been Foden. We don't know. That's really annoying.
It would have made me feel better about benching De Gea, even though he has conceded 2 goals. A nice minus for not saving a penalty.
The same referee that didn't give a penalty in the week, Michael Oliver, that sent Hummels off.
Yeah, 2 poor decisions in the space of a week. Not good, Michael Oliver. Rodri over to Gundogan. No hurry here for Man City. Cancelo finds Foden. Cancelo makes a run outside of him. It's Bernardo Silva, sorry. Oh, Cancelo, can he get across in?
Oh!
By De Gea. And it will be bang away by Sancho. Oh, Man City snapping into the challenges here and winning the ball. De Bruyne down the byline, fouled there. Is he by pronounced throw-in? De Bruyne rolling around now. 89th minute. It's a yellow card here.
Yeah, thanks, Michael Oliver. Too little, too late, mate. How have you not given a penalty? And I do blame the referee because he's got the most amazing view. But we have this amazing thing called VAR now, and it has to be used.
Yeah, Ronaldo's booked. He's well late there. So off the ball. The ball was not only out of play.
It's a potential red card, that.
Naughty, Ronaldo. Naughty. Now De Bruyne is rolling around in pain.
Yeah.
Medics are on.
Oh, we didn't do our man of the match. Oh, hang on.
Oh.
Oh, no. I thought they were going to... Who'd your man of the match be? Mine would be Cancelo or Bilbao.
Mine would be Cancelo. It could so easily have been Foden on a different day. Cancelo has created space for Foden so much, but got his 2 assists. Yeah, definitely Cancelo for me, Gianni.
I cannot... Ronaldo, that's a dangerous tackle.
It was reckless. It's very poor from a professional of his caliber. Really poor.
And a straight red card would have seen 3-match suspension and no Ronaldo versus Watford, which FPL managers are going to flock towards next week or 2 weeks' time after the break.
Yeah, that would have been a definite turning point in the community.
Yeah, I think it will. Especially if he had got points today. Or if United had looked good today. So maybe it won't be anymore. But look, there's 3 minutes left. We're into the 92nd minute. I'm at 91:15. There's 4 minutes added time. City are keeping the ball and they've got to just keep the ball here. We can't have a Cancelo clean sheet wipeout. United do win it back and it only goes back to the keeper, De Gea, not De Gea.
Yes.
Oh, good one. City, they win the ball high up the pitch. And
it's kept in still.
Kept in play. That's very nice from Bilbao.
No, they've given it goal kick, sorry. That's the only thing. When you're commentating, if you haven't got the sound on, you can't hear the whistle.
Yeah.
So you're just guessing.
I'm going to take my eyes off the chat for the last 2 minutes, just in case, Graham. I would urge you to do the same, just so we can watch it in all its glory.
Yeah.
We'll come back to those chat comments in 2 minutes' time.
Ole, absolutely miserable here, soaking in the rain. Man United soaking and Man United's form drenched. Can they ever sort it out this season? I don't know. But Man City will definitely take the 3 points here. Well done to all you Cancelo owners out there as well. Gianni being one of them.
Well done to the Foden owners as well. You've been unlucky.
Yeah,
but it was a good call.
Yeah, different day. Foden would have definitely had several goals in this game. And from Cancelo as well. They would have been from Cancelo.
Another good thing about Foden today, guys, you may only have 3 points, but it does reinforce the fact that this guy is nailed. You can forget your rotation risk chat with Foden now. Like any player, he will be rotated once every how many games because he needs a rest, sure. But in terms of is he in Pep's first choice 11? Good God. I mean, we knew he was 4 or 5 weeks ago, but if there ever was a doubt in your mind, take that away because I think it's 6, 5, maybe 7 or 8 starts in a row. If you go Premier League and Champions League, absolutely nailed. And he's a gift at 8 million for a midfielder playing up front.
De Bruyne's got Walker running, he's through. But Jesus gets on the end of the ball.
Ooh.
Little dink touch. Walker trying to get there. De Gea will have that.
I mean, that could be all over. There's 30 seconds left. He probably isn't going to blow. Isn't going to blow just yet.
Is it a big goal kick? It is. It's up to Ronaldo. Ronaldo turns inside. Rashford. There's no one on the right. There was space. There's no one there. McTominay. Can City see out this clean sheet? Fernandes approaches the penalty area. They're holding him off.
Get rid.
Wan-Bissaka on the right. Final few seconds. Fernandes has got in. Ronaldo! Oh,
shit,
just wide. I think is it Diaz? Stone's got there.
Oh, thank you, Stonesy. That's got to be full time. I can put eyes back on the chat, and they have said full time.
Oh,
John Stones with a good comeback performance, says Manan. Very happy with that. Wow, that was fun.
Wow.
Oh, they are actually taking the corner, but the chat have said it's full time, and gee whiz, never lies.
Oh, Tellez whipped in for nothing. Oh, it was a chance right at the end there for Lindelof.
I'm just going to turn the volume... Oh, I can't because copyright. I want to know if there's boos. How bad are the boos, guys? Manan says boos at Old Trafford. Oh, yeah. Okay, boos.
Oh, yeah.
I heard boos. Yeah. A lot of them. That was fun, guys. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
Yeah, Gecko, I did. I said a swear word there, which might mean this video needs a little warning or something. I don't know. Look, Cancelo clean sheet and bonus means a lot to me. And pounding the swear jar, absolutely. So what do we get, guys, for Cancelo? We get the 2 appearance points, check. We get the 3 bonus, 5 points.
Nice.
And then we get the 6 for the 2 assists. 11-point Cancelo. Nice, that's a good one. And Foden, unfortunately, for the 3. Are there any Bernardo Silva owners out there? Let us know in the chat. John says he enjoyed it. Delia, we didn't get our Foden points, but we will live to fight another day on that. They are due. They will come. Our Foden points. But yeah, 2-0, Graham. Fair result.
Yeah, cracking game. Definitely a fair result. And Man City deserving their Cancelo owners take a bow. Fantastic.
There we go. Good stuff, guys. It's been great having you all with us in the chat. Will you do us all a favour and give a quick like to the video? The more likes, the better. We really want those likes because more people will watch it. And you'll be surprised. People actually do go back and watch these. Perhaps they haven't caught the game. Oh, 14 points, Cancelo. Have I got that completely wrong? Oh, I missed the clean sheet points. Of course. Thanks, Kev. Yeah, so do give it a like. And do please follow Graham on YouTube if you don't already. You guys like YouTube, right? So check out his channel and check out my channel, which is called The Fantasy Football Social. 3 words, type that into Google and subscribe. 2 words, FPL Focus, type that into YouTube, Google, subscribe. And follow us both on Twitter. We have been Scoutcast Matchday. Thank you guys for watching. Go well this game week. Let's go Salah captainers. We'll see you not next